Testing 1, 2, making sure the microphone's working. Sounds like it. Alright, I think we're live. For a change. Yeah, that worked out great. Should probably do English since that's what I speak. And voice in English as well. I'm going to say television. I'm assuming that's for the sound. Let's see what happens here. Really like that opening theme. Let's start with easy. I'm not going to grind yet. Initiate combat tutorial before starting the game? No, because I've already played this once before. Let's see what happens. In a time unknown, only a prophecy keeps hope alive in people's hearts. When darkness veils the world, the King of Light shall come. Now, 4 brave warriors begin their journey, prepared to fight. What awaits the 4? However, they do not know. Kind of the same opening to Final Fantasy I now that I think about it. Foreshadowing.
Before he strikes again!
Here it comes! I got your back!
Here you go.
Let's go!
I think I got your back could be the subtitle of this game, I guess.
The decreed hour is come. Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Take your leave and go in the grace of the gods.
Right.
Well, princes will be princes.
So much for royal protocol.
Not like you had to deliver a formal address.
Your Highness!
What now?
I fear I have left too much unsaid. You place a great burden on those who would bear with you.
You're one to talk.
I ask not that you guide my wayward son, merely that you remain at his side.
Indeed, Your Grace.
We'll see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said.
Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running. Drados, he's in your hands.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed. Once you set forth, you cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Take care on the long road. Wheresoever you should go, the line of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall, my son.
Interesting meaning to the game with absolutely no explanation about what's going on. Unless you've seen the movie. Hey Jerome, welcome to the stream. Yep, I was told since I had some time off I needed to stream more often, so this is the next night it worked out. And I have a ton of Xbox One games I need to get through now, so figured why not play some on stream. And yes, I did play and beat this on PlayStation 4, but that was when it first came out. This game came out in 2016, that Christmas. Sometime around November is what I'd guess. I should probably look that stuff up before the stream started. But since you've been here for a while, you know how that goes. I don't always remember to do all my research beforehand. But anyway, so... Oh my gosh, I was trying to think back. 2016 was 8 years ago. I'm trying to think about what I was doing 8 years ago. I hadn't started a channel yet, although I was getting close. And... Oh yeah. Well, personally, I remember where I was at. The opening theme to this game was like, spoke to me directly. And because I'm playing this on my Xbox One S, there's going to be some loading times, which gives me some time to catch up on the chat. Well, I'm sorry, there shouldn't be a ton of loading times. Prince Noctis? Oh yeah, that just went away, of course, when I start reading it. And now the real intro to the game. Yep. Nobody notices the prince is just sitting there?
I think we can forget about hitching our way there. Thought people were friendly outside the city.
You can only go so far on the kindness of strangers.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
I've already pushed myself to the brink of death.
Get up. Come on, car isn't gonna move itself.
Sheesh. I thought the car was supposed to move us.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Can it? Ready, steady.
I had to buy that song immediately after hearing it. Love the cover of that song. Although the original is pretty good too. Like, I don't think it replaces the original. I just really like the cover of it. All right, now that we have a bit of a break here, it's going to start talking around with us. Getting deep into Dark Souls. It is incredible so far. Quite the adventure. First time playing it, Jerome? Yeah, I have so many games to get to as well. So many. I had that problem before I started collecting Xbox One games, and the Xbox One game collecting spree I just went on only exacerbated that.
Hey there! Y'all kept a girl waiting. Now, which one's the prince?
Nobody seems to know.
Hello, Your Highness. Congrats on your wedding.
Not hitched just yet.
Lady Lunafreya's groom-to-be, here in Hammerhead.
Apologies for taking so long.
You best save your apologies for Pawpaw.
Well, that makes you.
Cindy. Sid's grease monkey granddaughter.
Roll her in while I'm still young. Didn't your daddy tell you? She's a custom classic, not some beat-up old clunker. Prince Noctis.
Years have not been kind to Sid.
Yeah.
Prince. Like they took your old man and kicked the dignity out of him.
What?
You got a long way to go, son. And that slackjaw's getting you nowhere fast.
Haven't played Final
Gonna
Fantasy
take a
in
while.
years.
Y'all get her in and run along.
That's crazy. I didn't start getting into them until around the year 2000 and beyond.
Y'all heard him.
I've still been kind of
Let's get
addicted to the
moving.
series ever since. So about 24
Right this
years.
way.
Almost bought 15 when Stadia had it. Ooh.
Now we play the waiting game.
Never liked that game.
Forgot this came out on Stadia, to be honest. But I guess it makes sense because they were really pushing, like that they had the big heavy hitters on there. And Final Fantasy, or at least the latest one on there, would have been one to have. Alright. If I'm right, my current objective's always lit up. Oops. There we go. Just stuck here.
Y'all ain't never been out this way before, have you? Go on, have a look around. This'll make sure y'all don't get lost.
Map of the continent, okay. Visit the local tipster to gather information.
Might as well make good use of the extra time.
I forgot.
Whoa! They got Ebony out here. Oh, Ignis is gonna flip. Wait, what's a gill?
Ha.
I got a feeling our money's no good here, Noct.
Betcha Ignis came prepared, though. Let's ask him.
Enough for room and board.
So here we got the shopkeep. First time playing Souls.
Well, howdy.
Earn gil by completing hunts or by selling trinkets you find. Which is funny, he's royalty, but he still has no money. Game's got a game, right? Really? I have to use the directional pad here? Can't afford anything there. Can I sell anything? Nope.
A moment, Noct. We've expended the last of our funds on the repairs. I suggest we confer with Cindy.
Broken down and flat broke.
Adding insult to injury.
Old man's in for both after charging us that much.
Hey, you gotta think, anime, drawings, and things like that always have to have some caricature features, right?
She ain't gonna be ready for a while. Y'all need something?
Bit steep for a simple tune-up, don't you think?
Oh, now I get it. This must be what Pawpaw meant when he said he was gonna teach them boys a lesson. Told me he ought to have y'all take care of some ornery varmints that have been causing a ruckus around here. I'd be happy to pay y'all for your services if you're up to the challenge. How about it?
Well, so much for finding an easy way out. Thanks a lot, Pawpaw.
That's gonna take some getting used to that. I can't use the joystick to do that. I gotta switch to the directional pad. Yeah, so let's talk about the Ascension Grid, which is how you level up in this game. Let's see, I got 10 AP to do what? Oh, I can use it here. Chain Fury, boost damage dealt. Pays through an enemy attack without using any MP. By pressing X at the last second. Weapon B in midair to after attacking cost MP one time only. Boost cost of MP phasing. I like the one that. Yep. Alright, so that's 10 AP for Noctis. Do I get 10 AP for everyone else too? How do I switch between people? Or is that all I get?
But Don't go running around after dark. The demons are liable to rip y'all to shreds. Here, this ought to be enough for a place to stay. Just between us, though. Don't tell Pawpaw.
Alrighty. Onward to the map. Well, hey, Jim Rose, what's up? Oh, what's up, Mr. B? So, someone from the school. Noah, how you doing, Noah? Hopefully summer's treating you okay.
Looks like we found our
I have been doing pretty good so far.
Ready knocked?
On vacation since last week, so been doing nothing but playing a lot of games and doing a lot of game collecting. Alright, threat meter displays when an enemy detects your presence. Point over. Oops. Okay, now I gotta get used to this. Beat a blitz.
Got all those arms at your disposal? Use them. You're on fire today.
I forgot, this is like a cross between action and the paradigm system from 13.
Excellent work. On we go.
Turn it down just a smidge so you guys can still hear me. Time to go, alright. And I'm right, if I click the stick I can run. Ah, yes. But just like now, oh, I don't remember. Yeah, stamina. Toggle the stamina bar on and off in the options menu. Where can I see that my stamina is running out? Because that's kind of Breath of the Wild-ish. So I'm right. This came out just before Breath of the Wild. Here we go.
They are gonna know what hit them. Let's do this.
Okay. So that's how I dodge attacks, is with the X. Just got to keep an eye on his tail.
Offense is a good defense.
Ooh.
You're on fire today.
No big deal.
It's a lot of button mashing. Where's he at?
Problems?
There he is.
I'll play it by ear then.
There we go.
Where'd you learn that one, Knocked?
All right. We'll be done in no time.
A plus on offense,
get on with it.
D on stealth on offense. And defense, I mean. Oops. Ah, okay. I see what they're wanting me to do.
Where are we headed anyway?
Nowhere until the repairs are done. Then we head for Golden Key.
Then after that, we hop a boat, and before you know it, Loverboy's hitched.
Wait for car repairs, then wedding bells in the air. Got it.
And we are losing daylight here. It's 11 o'clock in the morning right now. And yes, that the actual like light and night and day system plays into this here a little bit.
Guys, we got a little problem over here.
Cool. Go take care of it.
Whoa, that wasn't part of the deal.
Oh. I was trying to do that warp strike, but I can't figure that out.
Trying to catch him off guard. Don't wear yourself out like that. Take cover and rest up.
When Noctis runs out of MP, he enters stasis. He cannot. Okay. Well, that's not going to be good.
Got some respect, Gladio. Another one out. All over.
Puns. That's always better.
Mission complete.
Who could this be? Hello?
Hey, it's Cindy.
That's what Final Fantasy was missing.
Actually, we just finished.
That's great, because I got one more hunt for y'all. Only this time, it's for a person. Fella named Dave went off, and we ain't heard from him since. Reckon he staked out a spot in an old shack nearby.
Old shack?
Not Dave.
Oh, got it.
Anyone but
Take a look.
Dave.
So, what did Cindy say?
Needs us to find some Dave guy.
He went missing.
Not missing. Said he's holed up in that
Okay,
shack.
now my MP's coming back. So right, yeah. HP and MP come back over time. Okay, well this isn't Dave.
What's this?
Oh, I appreciate that, Noah. So cool that I have a YouTube channel. What made me start doing YouTube? A combination of things. Oh, jeez. First off, I saw some other people who had started a YouTube channel and thought,
We are now.
if they can do it, so can I. But also,
Not into wildlife. We're back at it.
Stop bitching, start killing.
big passion for gaming, and a group of friends who are not as... I'm not going to talk over this, hang on. Oh, darn it.
Never miss.
I missed my dodge because I was not paying attention. Rock on.
What can I say?
None the worse for wear.
Bring on the next one. Hey, what about the shack over there?
Really? We went to the wrong shack? I blame the computer for that one. So I saw some other YouTubers who kind of inspired me to give it a shot. The other side of it was, had a huge passion for gaming, not a lot of people to share it with. My close circle of friends, they've all kind of moved on from gaming. I mean, one of them is more supportive than the rest. Oh, here we go. First big enemy here. I gotta kind of stay out to the side here. And yeah, so, and the reason why I still do it,
Not yet. I've got a plan.
warp to the windmill.
Huh. What are we looking at?
This creature is known as a saber tusk. Skewers prey with its tusks, extracting game from the
Oh,
safety.
oh, I missed it again. Good deal. Alright, now what?
Yes, sir.
That's crossing the line.
Okay. Looks like I'm going to be good at offense in this game and nothing more.
Out there.
There's Dave.
Come on, look who's
Dave, where you
here.
been, bro?
The man of the hour. Dave, right? Been looking for you.
Didn't mean to cause y'all any trouble. I've been stuck here on account of my sprained ankle. Yeah, something funny about them varmints. I gave them hell, but couldn't finish the job. Still one mean mutt about. Well, y'all don't look much like hunters, but what do you say? Put that puppy to rest for me?
Ask my friends, why not?
Sounds too dangerous to be let alone. Tell us where to go.
Well, y'all got guts, that's for sure. Let me tell you where I last saw 'em.
The people are at risk, Noct. You have a royal duty to ensure their safety.
So I was going to do it before sundown, I don't care. Alright, we gotta walk a quarter of a mile, which is probably, like, slow-grade torture for me. This guy is in... Did you call that leather? Anyway. Oh,
wise to rest up before we set out.
Yep. I agree, good idea.
In that case,
Especially since we're all in black and leather in the middle of what looks like high desert,
Are really out in full force
kind of
around
western
here,
area.
So they're the new Crown's Guard or something?
similar, though technically a civilian outfit.
They've definitely seen a lot more action than we have.
Is it cool that we rock Crown's Guard outfits?
Be worse not to. They made them especially for us.
Even got a sweet insignia on them.
In the Crown's Guard, your attire identifies you, so wear it with pride.
Alright. Oh, I can't point warp. I know after a while, Noctis will make a very out of breath sound if you're running to stamina depletion. There we go.
You want to make camp?
He's too impatient. Yep. Oh, I forgot we got to do all the things with meals again. You'll see a lot of overlap with this in Breath of the Wild, I think. We'll do camp, train, nothing. Let's camp.
Let's call it a day.
I'll see what I can whip up.
Hey, Hepple, welcome to the stream. So this is where all of your stuff can be like logged. Because up until that time, if I die, I'll be taken to my last save point or to my last campsite. And here's where they paid for part of the game before it came out. I think all the camping gear is licensed, which is kind of strange to me for a Final Fantasy game. But they did kind of modernize it. So Jerome says, very action-oriented, much evolved from early Final Fantasy. Yes. And you'll notice here, this is the most realistic/futuristic one that you'll see that still relies on that ancient, we got royalty involved, we have something about a princess here, and you'll see that there's, summons we can earn, and things like that. But it's all got kind of like a modern anime twist to it. I call this the ultimate bromance story. That's what this game is. Alright, Ignis uses ingredients to prepare meals at camp, acquire new recipes to expand Ignis's cookbook, and the variety of bonuses available. So right now, increases attack by 30, 20, maximum HP by 50, or attack by 10. Let's go with one of these. Because we're going to be attacking a formidable foe, as they say. Heplos says, mixed feelings on Final Fantasy 15. Overall, you liked it, but you have a laundry list of things that irked me about it, too. And I will say, go ahead and elaborate on those. Especially as you see them. Because I won't remember to keep coming back to them. And here we go. This is where we'll level up, based on all the experience that we've gathered so far. Looks like we're all going to get at least one level. I forgot, why does Ignis have so much more than everybody else? And I can speed along this process, but I'll just let it go there. Yep. Oh, okay, we're all on level 3 now, which increases our max HP and our damage we can do. Because of photography. That was another thing that I forgot about that we'll have to worry about in this game a bit. Noctis didn't do any fishing. I don't think I had Gladius do anything. Alright, Prompto is documenting the journey in photographs, review the pictures he saves, and save his best snapshots. This, I think, is completely optional. I mean, there's certain parts of the story where you have to have it.
Perfect timing.
But I believe these are all taken, like, screenshots taken in your gameplay somewhere. I don't remember how many of these I actually have to save. Save that photo. Sure. I don't know if there's a bonus for so many that you actually get. I think we're done. Like you had to watch Kingsglaive in order to understand the story more. Yep, and that's the movie I was talking about. I do have the movie, and I watched it after playing the game because I found it used at some game store for like $3. And I'm like, oh, that still didn't make the story make more sense to me. Like, it was kind of a thing like, Homer Simpson walking into a gym for the first time and going, "What's Gime? What's a Gime?" And then walking inside of the gym and going, "Oh, a Gime." Nothing really registered for me.
Like a father to her.
Ever since they
Now it's back 6 a.m. My goal is to avoid nighttime as much as
Rather more
possible.
than a middling mechanic can handle.
And
All things
now,
considered, I'd say she turned out okay.
we're even further away.
Like any girl, you just need to treat her right.
Treat her wrong and Sid'll stuff his wrench where the sun don't shine.
Take care of the car, and it will take care of us.
Yeah, the car.
And we're just going to run 0.24 miles, which again to me sounds torturous. Okay, I think, is that Prompto? He's right in front of me? Or is that Prompto? I forgot. I know who Ignis is. I can't remember his name. The blonde-headed one. He's got the right idea. He's got the muscle shirt. Why are they all of a sudden running in a different direction than I need them to? I'm sorry, is that a chocobo feather? No, I'll worry about that later. 900 feet, 800 feet. First half is open world, second half is very linear, yeah. And I think that was to address a criticism of Final Fantasy XIII.
Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever sit inside that beautiful car again.
Sitting most.
Because Final Fantasy XIII was deemed
nice.
too linear, and then it gets open world more towards the end, and people were like, it should have been... I guess they assumed it should have been the other way. And the beginning of this game, how it's got developed, this started as a Final Fantasy XIII either spin-off, or it was supposed to be like part 3 of the story. So this, it was called Final Fantasy XIII Versus when it first started getting developed.
That's it, right?
Huh. That's a dual horn?
Yes, but not your run-of-the-mill breed. We'd best make quick work of it.
Yep. So... I'm gonna crouch behind the rock. Oh, he sees me.
Wait a sec.
What? Scared, big guy?
You ought to be too. Thing's vicious.
You sure? Looks tame to me.
Yeah.
Look out!
Nice one.
He single-handedly defeated him, right? Dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay. Alright, left button and technique. Well. I was supposed to click something there and I missed it. Alright, there's a windmill nearby. Let's just dodge, dodge, dodge. Thank you. Okay, I thought I could do that. Oh, there it is. Point blank. Okay. Now.
Do it!
Hell yeah!
Solid!
My hands are getting a little clammy.
Nice. Now it's time to go to town. Give them hell, Noct.
Not doing too well on strategy. Let's try. I think this is the first time I actually did something else.
Do it!
Watch this!
Nice work, Gladio.
Oh, I ran out of time before I could try the third
Not
one.
me!
Knocked. Just tired count.
Hey, cell phone again.
Hello?
Hey, Dave just called and said he's safe. Thanks for finding him.
Ken?
Nice work, y'all. By the way, the old girl's looking good as new. She'll be waiting at the garage.
Gotcha.
Perfect. If I'm right, that was the first boss battle.
So, who's up next behind the wheel?
Ignis should take it and never let go.
It helps that he can keep 4 eyes on the dash.
I couldn't even keep one.
Not sure I'd do any better.
Put me in the driver's seat.
Good. Because I need the legroom in back.
Alright. Oh, we gotta walk a half a mile. Retrieve the regalia, which is the aforementioned car that we were pushing in. Never played any of the DLC though. Oh my gosh! I know I played one of them. I don't remember if I played both or not. Oh, I can't get through there. Let's take the long way around. Good music, great graphics, fun combat. That's probably my 3 favorite things about this game. The story I thought was weak until the very end, when it gets more linear and they finally focus on it. And it has an okay ending. I mean, it definitely got an emotional response from me. Could have been my state of mind at the time, though.
Only so far, man, can walk.
Yes,
Our
even if it had
girls
cup of
upbringing didn't
noodles
prepare us for
ads.
this.
Pretend you're walking to the car.
When it tells you to save, you might as well save. So here's my... I have 2 auto saves. Sure. When a Final Fantasy tells you to... When a Final Fantasy game tells you to save, take it seriously. Yes, the Leviathan boss fight. Was that the one with the... I know... I don't want to give it away. But was he mountainous? I don't know, I guess that might give it away too.
It's rude to keep a girl waiting. You better apologize. What is that?
Oh yes. Forgot about this guy.
A live hurricane. That thing's like half bird, half storm, half airship.
You realize that's 3 halves.
Would explain its size.
Awesome in every sense.
Yes, I agree, that was also epic. Hey Montrose, welcome to the stream. Your week going okay? Alright. Just avoid that thing for as much as possible. Until we can fight it. Quarter mile away. I think that was one of my biggest gripes is how long it takes to get anywhere in this game. And then here we go. Gotta jump over that. Right, if I follow the road, usually that's like the best way to avoid enemies. Look at this. I can see the destination. It's just going to take forever to get there. So the last boss didn't make sense to you? I guess I better look where I'm going so I don't get run over by a 1940s style truck. Hey, can we hitch a ride? Yeah. Ah. I guess not. He seems so smug and friendly most of the time, too, until you face him in the last fight. Yeah.
Sluggish.
Well, that's part of the story, too. And I will tell you, when he reveals who he is, I had to Google that. Like, that was like when he reveals he's the big bad boss of this game. I had to look up and like, how does this make sense? And then I was like, again, oh, it's another one of those, oh, a Gaim moments for me. I forgot what these things do. Yeah, Chocobo Station. Should have rented a Chocobo. Even though I could do that. Oh wait, I have no money.
We need to replenish our supply of curatives.
Gotcha.
Do we now? What's this? Well, I don't have any money for fuel yet, so we're just gonna not worry about it. Destination.
Sorry about the wait. Ain't she purty?
Poor monster.
She's almost too pretty for the road.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Noah. Thanks for stopping
Get a
in.
picture with her.
Just watch one of my ears. Oh, you like the Aladdin video? Yeah, that one was a favorite of mine. It's been a long time ago since I've done that one. But Aladdin was one of my favorite games. I appreciate you coming in, Noah, and we'll catch you sometime around. Make sure if I run into you, say hi.
Reason to ride with care. Oh, and before I forget, would y'all mind making a little delivery for me?
Sure, why not?
No, not at all.
Perfect.
Yes, Heppo, I was just about to mention. So
I
we
already
haven't
put it
seen
in the
nighttime
truck.
yet.
There should be a
And there's going to be a reason
motel
why
on
I'm not going to do
Unported.
too much at night in
If
this
y'all
game.
wouldn't mind
Because yes, the
giving that to
nighttime
owner,
demons
that'd be swell.
are a pain.
Grandpa, my grandkid.
And you don't realize how linked they are to the story until you start going
Now that
into
she's
the
all
linear
polished
segments.
up and ready for the road, would you care to take her for a little test drive, Noct?
Well, yeah. You know what? I don't like to drive in this game. I just like to be driven. I'm the prince. I should be. I should have a chauffeur.
I see. Then allow me to take the wheel.
Yep. That'd be best. Select a destination from the list of locations, and Ignis will drive there using the shortest route. However, Ignis will not drive while demons are out. Then there we go. That's... Yes, at night, Noctis takes the wheel. Alright, so we have a mile to go. I could walk there, but we are going to take the car. Let's see. Oh, we have a weapon shop now.
Hey, what are you after this time?
Broadsword. Oh yeah, and look, this is one of those Final Fantasy geek fanboy moments here. I absolutely love that they show what they would have looked like as sprites in this scene. I know I'm going to point at the screen towards it, and you guys won't be able to see what that means, but just look down there. You can see Noctis raising his hands up like this. That's really cool. I mean, if they were to do like a pixel remaster of this game, I would also like geek out about that. But anyway, since I am the only one who can use it and I don't have any, let's go ahead and buy one.
Business. See you later.
And last I heard, we need to resupply our helatives. Is that what he called them? So actually, let's go into the diner. I remember there's something in the diner I need to look at before we leave, and I forgot. I didn't know that last time.
Check it out?
What is it?
There we go.
Some folk come all the way here, chocobo back.
There's a payphone because those still exist in Final Fantasy World for some reason. What is... There's something in here, I thought. Oh, bounties. Here we go. Look, I was going to say, look at that texture. Kenny and Kelly Crow say, only you can keep our nest safe. Talk to the local tipster and join the hunt today. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Looks perfectly palatable from where I stand.
Not in that color, it doesn't.
What's that?
Maybe I'm not thinking right.
When we making our next run? Don't hurry to get back on the road.
I mean, I could eat a meal, but I'm not going to.
Welcome.
Yes, find music to play and driving your car from past Final Fantasy games, yes. And I believe you could also... Oh, here we go. I have to talk to this guy to initiate the hunt.
I can tell you all about the area.
Nearby havens are marked on your map. Good. Nearby parking spots have also been added to your map. So I believe when driving, if you park at a parking spot, you're supposed to have something good. But oh yeah, you also see there's 2 areas on my map I can't go to yet, so they're locked off with the no cars allowed yet. We'll get there though. New outposts on the map. Procurement points have been marked on my map. Is that it? Okay. Not gonna eat. Restaurant proprietors will tip you off about hunts that award Gil and other prizes, slay the targets, and report back to these tipsters to claim your bounty. The hunts earn stars to increase your hunter's rank. More challenging hunts will be available at higher ranks. That makes sense.
Help out with some varmints?
Since I'm level 2, I'm assuming Howling Winds of Hunger, Varmints of the Wastelands. Yeah, but I can't even get this one yet. Let's try the Howling Winds of Hunger.
Much obliged.
Hunt commenced.
Make sure y'all go prepared.
Yep. Alright, I got a new weapon. Oh, did I have to equip it? Well, that's not going to do it. Okay, that's my map. Where do I get to my equipment screen? Menu? Okay, hear the song. Okay, menu just turns the menu on and off here. Ah, okay. For some reason, the share button is how I get into here, and I was not figuring that out. Okay. So let's go to gear, which is, I guess, the same as equipment. Noctis. I have this. I have a javelin. Let's go to broadsword. Perfect. So I got that equipped. Oh, I do have accessories. Let's see if Noctis can wear the bronze bangle. Good. Alright. Then there should be an inn nearby to, yep. That's what this trailer is the... Do I have to pay to sleep here? I don't think I do. Rested havens or outposts to level up. Lodging an outpost in town. Costs more money, but provide bonus experience. With better lodging comes greater experience bonuses. Let's not yet. But I will rest up before we head out to the next hunt. Although it's not that far away. I guess I can try here.
Have yourselves a good browse.
Any anecdotes, so we're definitely going to stock up on those.
Much appreciated.
I don't think I need anything else at the moment.
Thank you kindly.
Just in case I got stabbed with a scorpion and can't heal myself. You can tell there's so many Final Fantasy games where I've had that have a problem. Alright. You know what, let's save. And you know what? I probably should rest up before I head out. Because that'll get my experience in from the last hunt.
It's kind of early, isn't it?
Nah, it's cool.
It's 1 in the afternoon. But that's pretty much what this game is for a while. Yeah. It's basically just completing mini quests until you can get to the story part. There we go, now I got some leveling up going on. Again, I'm not understanding the leveling up
Picture
photography.
the picture of friendship.
I remember there's some... Oh, yeah, let's say that one. There's some, like, benefit to doing this eventually, like if you have like 100 photos.
Damn, this is a really good shot.
I made sure I got the regalia's good side.
Why not? Royalty staying in a mobile home. How are the turntables? Alright. Oh yes, and I almost forgot. Ascension. I have 49 AP. Magic refines and boosts your magic spells. Let's do this, sure. Okay, I have 15 left. And I think that'll do it. I don't think I have enough AP for any other upgrades at the moment. Oh, I do. Sure, why not? Alright, now it's 6 in the morning. We're gonna head out to the hunt. We're now about twice the level that we need to be at. And again, I'm gonna save. Final Fantasy rules of playing is whenever you're not sure if you need to save one more time.
Better make tracks. Ignis, we're going.
On my way.
Hammerhead is like no garage ever. You know?
One would expect no less of purveyors to the crown.
I'll miss it once this road trip's over with.
There's no reason you can't pay them a visit anytime you please. I'm sure Cindy will be glad to look after your car. Oh, right.
So, that's what this is about.
If you need, I could always lend you the regalia.
That is a bunch of bags.
Thanks for the offer, but once we're back in the Crown City, I think I better score my own balls.
Oh, come on.
Wait. I have an idea. You strike from behind. From there, we'll follow.
All right.
Got it.
Remember, they're just as scared of us.
Easy as they come.
Brilliant.
Gladios! Nice work, Gladio.
Yep.
Come on. I thought if I targeted him, it would automatically attack him. Apparently not.
And on we go.
Yep.
Oh, there's more of them? Of course. There's always another set, right? There's always a bigger fish. We can start doing our Star Wars Episode 1 quotes, that'd be great. A lot of them can be attributed to Liam Neeson, surprisingly. Your ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Okay, nope, we're back at the garage. Okay. But it's telling me there's a bad guy there, right? I can't believe this game is 8 years ago. To be quite honest with you. I've gone back and replayed Final Fantasy 13 since it came out. But I have not replayed this one since I first beat it in 2017. Let's get rewarded.
Sid's friends, was it? No surprises.
So, I guess if Final Fantasy 15 isn't doing it for you, my other question is, what do you guys think of the price point of Donkey Kong Country Returns HD on the Switch being $60? Which, if I'm correct, is more than it was on both the 3DS and the Wii when they first came out. So I crack open my next soda. That's been really something that's been...
These nasties here have been a real pain in the rear.
Have they now? Varmints of the Wasteland. Well, we're going to try that one. This system, by the way, of hunts reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy XII. And yes, I did get the remaster. Yeah, remaster of that.
Stay alert.
For the Xbox One as well. While I was looking for the remaster of 10.10.2, I still have not gotten that yet. All the games that I purchased, by the way, were about $5 or less.
Gladio, come on.
So far, I think I've already gotten my $5 out of this. There we go.
How far are we going?
They put the question out there. I forget that I have these tools as a chat person. There we go. Started a poll.
Got plenty of time to figure it out.
Okay. Where are you at? Feel like he's up around the bend. Traveling around again. We're coming up around the bend. Yeah. Do 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 do. We got a bunch of them over here. All right. And I'm wondering, can I vote on my own poll? That's a question I don't think I've ever tried before. I can from the scout.
Anybody up for a light workout?
Hey, who's talking now?
Oh, darn it. I have not gotten the element of surprise at all. I've been trying to this whole time. Oh, I got a blind side.
Try to hit him from behind.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Watch the enemy's movements. Yep, right. Got it. Gladio, do it.
Try this.
Yes.
Nice work, Gladio.
Okay, I'm pressing the button, but I'm just not fast enough at it.
Sorry. Watch yourself, Noct.
I know.
Oh, man.
You rang?
Gladio. Nice work, Gladio.
Yep.
Oh. No. I was not done.
Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
Did it just reset all their health back to normal? Because I was trying to get to this up here.
Arms at your disposal. Use them.
That's what I was trying to do.
Gladio, do it. Nice work, Gladio.
Okay. I'm trying to warp, but it's not letting me do it.
Getting by.
Still not letting me.
My hands.
There it is. Missed it. There's one. Alright.
The Prince of Pain.
Yep.
Focus, Noct. Take him out.
Prompto, you're
See
up.
what this one does.
Nice one, Prompto.
Ooh, I parried. Didn't parry that time. Okay. So if I'm already pressing, if I'm in the middle of another attack when that comes up, it's already too late, basically. That's what I want. Oh, I can't do piercing anymore.
Nice work, Gladio.
Come on, you're almost dead. Just do it. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah, Mighty Peanut, welcome to the stream. I will look at your comment here in just a second.
For a fight.
We got more than we bought. Ignis!
There we go. That took longer than it should have, but I got an A+ on offense.
And yet we're all very much alive.
So yeah, that's the rumor I'm hearing right now. So if it costs, I'll say if it costs that much, are you going to fork it over? Because we've already had it portably before, we've already had it on console before. All we're getting is an HD remaster with the 3DS enhancements. I mean, would you put it past Nintendo? I was shocked that Metroid Prime Remastered was $40. Or wait, was it more than that? Alright, anything I need to grab here before we leave? Okay. Those are the ones I just defeated, right? Why are they back? I stood there for too long and now they just returned. I guess if they put the three-wheeled system on the top of this, it would look too much like Breath of the Wild, but yeah, you can run in this game, and just like with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, you have a stamina bar that can run out. Which I imagine is only there because we're wearing black in the middle of the desert. Which, again, bugs me more than anything else. So far in this game.
Look where you're going!
Didn't mean to do that.
Playing at Mutiny, are we knocked?
Not on my ship. Knock it off.
It's funny, he said exactly what I was thinking. Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
We're here.
Alright, let's get our reward.
Oh, it's just yours.
I don't know, what's a bounty? It's like a reward. They kill white people and they pay you for it? Sign me up. You guys like my impression of Christoph Waltz? It's like a reward. Alas, we must attend as our own barkeep. That's not a very good impression, but it is my impression.
Want to help out with some varmints?
I'm not yet to level 7, but sure. I mean, I'm just haphazardly going through these battles to begin with now. We've been at this for an hour. So let's go. I mean, I'd like to level up some more. Where am I at with leveling up? Oh, I'm at level 4. Yeah, let's level up. And then we'll, Good, I'm getting the gil. That's the most important part.
In King's Night?
The things we do for
yeah,
money.
I'm game.
In that case, I'll join you.
Oh yes, and somewhere in here, that's what I was looking at in the diner, you can play one of Square's earliest games, King's Night. Okay, I'm improving in some of the other areas of this. Oh, I didn't even level up once. Anything else we need here?
Well taken.
Why not?
Stylish as always.
Come now, it's nothing special.
Yeah, I don't really care about his trailer thing. As long as I save one out of each one, I think we're doing pretty good. It's kind of funny, in my opinion. I keep rereading your question. I keep thinking you're saying $60 for DLC. And I think to myself, they've done it before. They charge $70 for Tears of the Kingdom, which is, in my opinion, overblown DLC. Alright, so before I go on our next quest, I am going to take a quick break to stand up, stretch my legs, use the restroom, and then I'll be back to continue with Final Fantasy 15 and my improv midweek stream here. Don't usually do that. And then we'll continue on. I just saw your comment, Jerome. If you had a Switch, you might. But yeah, let me know if there's anything you guys are looking forward to. And I believe today... Is today the day? Or is it tomorrow? Tomorrow's the day they release Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, right? Which is another one. I think they're charging full price for that one, aren't they? I'm going to look that up before I use the restroom real quick. Luigi's Mansion... Oops. 2 HD. Price is $60. So... I would assume that's going to be what DKC's pricing is. That's the evidence I'm using for it. I haven't seen it reported, but I've seen it reported, but I haven't seen Nintendo's like official, here's what the price is going to be on that yet. So I'll be right back. Hopefully you guys will stick around with me. I got more stream coming. Alright, that was quick. But in the chance I had to go here, yes, IGN is officially reporting that Donkey Kong Country Returns HD costs $60, and there's some fan backlash with it. Fans aren't sure how to feel. So, my whole opinion of this has never changed from the very first time that people have complained about pricing of video games. So, for example, that $70 price point, which I've been arguing against. Now, I'll tell you, some game devs and I'll say there's some people out there who are very supportive of the price point of $70, saying that, you know, video games can't stay the same price forever when production costs go up and everything else. How do I get up there? Okay, I just gotta go around this wall. But I will say, based on the experience you're gonna get for $70...
She's out of my league, but we have so much in common.
Who's the lucky imaginary lady?
When all this is over, I'm gonna visit her in Hammerhead.
This. I got a rusted bit. I don't remember how to get up there. I can't remember if I have to go this way or the other way. Let's see what I got. I think... Oh, nope, it doesn't matter. Oh, don't hit me! Oh, they won't let me jump on top of the cars like in Grand Theft Auto? Can I steal the car? Nope. Okay. I guess they can see that as a way to cheat your way around it. But anyway, so the $70 price point I haven't been in full agreement with, especially with remake games and remaster games. And I wasn't a fan of it for Tears of the Kingdom, because I'm like, it's Breath of the Wild with a different gimmick, using the same exact graphical assets. Yes, there was some development that went into it, but it still sold a bunch. So that told Nintendo, oh, okay, we charged a fair price for it. A fair price? Is that what I said? Hopefully that's what I meant. So if you're upset about $60 for Donkey Kong Country Returns, a price at which has never been charged for that game in the past, depending on what other features they're going to have on it, I think this is a strong way of telling them just don't buy the game if you're not okay with the price. And eventually, kind of like the Mario and Rabbids games are always on sale for like really, I say really cheap, $20 or under. I constantly see those being discounted on. You'll see them discount it. It might take them a while to do it, or they'll be like, oh, well, people are just holding out. If we can keep the price up longer than the fans can hold out, we'll do it. Maybe that's something that'll happen.
Feels so sluggish.
I do. Again, a wardrobe change would have been in order. Again, wearing black in the desert. So that's kind of the thinking behind it. But if you do think it's worth it, you're going to buy it. Now, I'll tell you this. If I do end up buying it, I'm not saying I will. I have no plans at the moment to buy it. Because I have it for the Wii, I still have my Wii hooked up, and I can still play it on the Wii, and it still looks okay. For the convenience of having it on the Switch...
Just don't get too careful.
Sure want to talk.
Where's that? Oh, it's this thing. I dodged that. So this is it. Oh, this is another, this is another battle altogether. Okay. Oh, I tried to warp out of it, but again, too late. Trying to get out of there, but he won't let me. Oh, there's two of them?
Quick and easy. Close it out, Gladio.
Okay, these things are actually out of my league, I'm just finding out. But why not? Honorable. Is he broken? Is he... nowhere to jump out of, and of course now he's effective.
All in together now. How about this? How are we?
Get him, Gladio.
My health is failing fast.
Nice work, Gladio.
Hey, warp strike to catch him off guard.
Man. Trying to.
Looks like I made it.
Okay. Looks like I'm trying to.
Bumped up. I'm impressed. Hey, Ignis, instructions.
Yeah. Stay on this guy. He's down. Got one of them.
Anyone?
Don't die on me.
Gladio. Nice work, Gladio.
Yep. You know, you might be able to counter it with some parrying problem.
Warped out. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of this game.
Ignis, instructions. Knocked. On top of it.
Yes.
Wouldn't expect any less from you. Good.
That's it.
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
I could taste test for you.
So that wasn't the battle I was intending to do, but that's the battle I ended up doing. So I don't know, what do you guys think about the pricing of brand new video games, or the pricing of remasters in general? Because, I mean, if I had to guess, I know they haven't said much about it. If I had to guess, I think the pricing of Metroid Prime 4 is going to be $70. I mean, why wouldn't it? If they did $70 for Tears of the Kingdom, something as anticipated as Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be at least as expensive. I'm just making a guess, though. I haven't heard anything about that. I still don't know, in my opinion, if it's going to come out within the next year. They said 2025, but maybe that's... I don't know, did they say coming in 2025? Or did they say, in 2025 you'll get another trailer? What's that meme that I've been... You're out, been out? I mean, for me as a retro game collector, too, I mean, that's something that I've been told Nintendo has said things about. You know, about how the retro gaming community is causing them... People who play their old consoles are costing them money now. But I'll say this, here's another one too. This game was $5 at GameStop last week. And yes, I bought it when it was much more expensive. Whoops, I'm clipping into a tree. Hang on. Oh, we're finally there. Need to click some buttons here to make sure I'm still being productive while I'm working. While I'm gaming. It's somewhere in here.
Really? Again?
That's what I thought. I dodged. How did he still get me?
Apologies.
Sheesh.
Biggie! You're on fire today! So am Outstanding! Yep. None the worse for wear.
Bring on the next one.
So that's 2 battles I unexpectedly had while looking for my next hunt. Alright. I see them now. They just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Think video games are still definitely worth the price, or are you paying $10 or less for great games like these ones?
We're in the money. We're in the money.
The hunt is on.
Right here!
Come on. Perfect.
Ignis!
Oh, jeez.
Rush him!
Gladio, do it! Nice work, Gladio.
Mind if I do? Nailed it!
Ignis!
That was a very quick one. I was pressing the wrong button to lock on, that's why I kept failing at it.
Of course.
Let's finish it off.
Right.
That was a cool way to end that
Done
battle.
here.
Receive XP based on the number of parries performed. Interesting. Alright. Now we're going to head back. Half a mile. So yeah, paying $10 less for games. So when you get a game like this for $5, honestly, this is going to provide a minimum of 40 hours for me going back and replaying it. Granted, I've already played it before, but it's not bad to go back through. There's some other things I want to talk about as well besides just that, but... Oops. There we go. I keep getting the dodge button and the attack button backwards. B is attack, X is dodge. And it's the Xbox controller, so you know where the X button is. It's not the cross button.
Man, it's hot.
Just have to miss out, no way you can play every game. Exactly. I have a huge backlog as well. And that's something where as we see, like, I think even as physical games are on the decline, and even if they go away completely, which I don't see happening anytime soon, I think it's just going to be pushed back to regular collectors. And I heard from other people saying that they think that Nintendo's next platform is not going to be digital only. I don't know why. If it's going to be another tablet, I don't know why it would have a card slot. Unless they thought they could sell more Switch cartridges, since they control it. Yeah, but definitely enjoying the retro side of things. So many games you missed out on. That's for the last 24 years at a minimum, that's where I've been too. Kinda thanks to emulation. Emulation got me into retro gaming, but I haven't really emulated a lot since I've gotten my RetroSync, and I've been collecting games for a while. So I've just been playing them on the original platform, with the original cartridges. They all still work. And yeah, there's things like right now, how much was the latest Elden Ring DLC? That thing was advertised like heck all over a lot of the news media feeds that I've been watching. And it looks good. It looks amazing. I just haven't bought it yet. Then again, I haven't gotten through the regular Elden Ring. I feel like I have to get through a game before I start buying the DLC for it. And I will say, there's a lot of games I've tried and played a little bit of. There's very few, by comparison, that I've actually completed. In terms of modern gaming, because obviously modern games are meant to provide a long experience, so... And Elden Ring is no exception to that. They have a lot of content in that game for what it is.
Might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
I heard he
What do you
did.
mean for a change?
Oh yeah, if you notice, okay, so when I got into that level 12 battle with the, I'm just going to call them rhinoceroses because that's what they look like, you notice Noctis's health has a black mark. It's not going all the way to the end. That's because I died for a little bit during battle before I was healed. And now I have to go to a campsite before it restores that. So I'll probably have to rest again after this battle.
You boys eating your fill?
Hunt complete.
Y'all did good.
You got an iron bagel now, eh? I guess I wasn't really paying attention to see if I had any,
I can tell you all about the area.
Do I have another one?
Take your pick.
I can't do it. I have to be a level 2 rank. So I've gotten through all the hunts that I can get through here. I guess I could have eaten something to make it a little bit
Y'all
easier,
take
but
care now.
I'm already on easy, so I guess it's okay. Alright, let's go to the... I'm back to main objectives. I don't think there's any more on here. Yeah, let's do this.
Ugh, I'm all sticky and gross.
Woohoo! Bath time!
I'm all sticky and gross. Woo! Bath time! Oh my gosh. So you think the Elden Ring's DLC is $40? That sounds right to me. And I'm only referring to Steam, because that's where I've been seeing it advertised the most. Again, offense I'm doing amazing at. I'm not doing very well in defense. There we go. Level 5 seems to be about where I remember leaving last time, too. New DLC available. Shadow of the Erd Tree. Erd Tree, there you go. According to this, is $39.99 is the base pack. $49.99 could be what the most it is. Not sure, so I know I can play that unless it's on Amazon Luna. Hey, Beasters, welcome to the stream. So this is a good point. This is a valid point. We all have a skewed version of worth because we all bought stuff when it was ultra cheap and got it from video game store bargain bins when you can get good stuff. And that's, I gotta tell you, this game is included in that. Because this game was a $60 game when it first came out. I paid about $60 for it when it did come out. Obviously, you guys know that I can get discounted games when they first come out through my credit card rewards, so...
Stylish as always.
I guess, I mean, some of these are just stupid pictures. Let's try this. I just know you get a bonus for saving so many pictures, and it does kind of show up towards the end. I probably should... Darn it. I should probably save. I forgot about that. Hey, Jet Screamer, welcome to the stream. Beacher says, and we have so much stuff, it is like, well, I can wait, yeah. Oh, you haven't even bought Mario Wonder yet? Oh, that's one I had to get it the week it came out. But, again, I got it for $40 off. So, I think it was it's $60 for that game. That's a brand new title. A twist on traditional 2D Mario. Save, 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 and save often. Alright, so... An hour and a half in this game goes by so quickly for me. Hopefully it goes for you guys, too. Alright, so there's the garage.
Morning. Sup?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have some gear I can add in. There's an iron bangle now, which I believe... Yeah, it does even more. Alright. Yeah, nothing I can do there yet. I noticed I have an armory and I have a shop. Do I have a shields place or spells place? No, I do not. Alright. Again, we're going to go auto. We're going to go to quest location. The Aaron Prince.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
And of course, like any royal vehicle, it's got to be a convertible. And yeah, I'm not doing any of the driving right now. I mean, later on in the game I would. But when I'm going to quest locations, I don't need to go into anything. What's kind of interesting is I noticed like some tricks they're doing with the background to be very low res. But that's because I'm playing this on the Xbox One S, not the Series X. I guess that's important to have there. Oh man, that's terrible, Jet Screamer. Mailman lost your Sega CD system. That is insane. I would not be... The office is no help? Well, was it shipped with delivery confirmation? Hopefully it was insured. Whenever I bought a console through online, which I didn't do very often, and as you can hear, I'm using past tense because most of the time if I can get it in person, I'd rather get the console in person. I usually got it insured, and especially when I ship something, if it's over a certain dollar amount in value, I always make sure I get it insured. Oh, like the CDI. Yeah, that's if you guys saw that video. I showed it the box arrived split open. Like you can see everything exposed inside of it, and the laser was all destroyed. Well, I mean, the thing could boot, but the CD drive was done.
What do you say we pull over for a minute?
Yeah, my throat's bone dry.
Sounds like grounds for a pit stop.
Sounds like a waste of time and money.
Alright, speak to the motel manager, which I will once I visit the shop, because it looks like the shop's open. So do you feel like you got off light with the mailman losing your pre-workout? Can't lose the pre.
See that over there?
What about it?
How are you today?
See what I can buy. These recipes are just ingredients. There we go. Listen to the Final Fantasy II original soundtrack when you drive. Yes, please.
Thank you!
What's two-tone? Decal set, because black and white is always cool. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's completely pointless, but that's why I'm gathering all the gil, right? Next time we'll be listening, when we drive the car, we'll be listening to that. Yeah, it's insured for what you paid. Awesome. See, that's good. I hope it works out for you, but if it doesn't, I hope you can get your money back. Alright. Now I'm having a problem with my poll blocking your guys' your chat responses. Delivered it to the wrong house? Oh, that's rough too. Just got your 7800 controller from Atari yesterday. You like it? I saw one at the retro game store I go to. It's a 78 controller, but it's built more like a Neo Geo controller, where it's an arcade stick. Or an NES Advantage, I guess. A joystick console with 2 buttons.
You all came all the way out here to deliver the goods. Well, thank you kindly. We'll take it out of the trunk, so you all just sit tight.
Oh yeah, that's the errand for Cindy that we did. And the dog. I remember the dog.
Umbra. Bringing us stuff.
It's the girlfriend's dog.
That dog can really track a scent.
Certainly knows how to find us.
How do you always know, boy?
Just a sec.
He has a sixth sense. Hate when something is delivered to the wrong house. Yes, you try to sell someone to the wrong house, and they need you to send a picture as proof, even if it's the wrong house. Yeah.
It's the same kind we sewed our crowns from. Oh yeah.
It used to be a lot.
Blossoms.
Alright, sorry, we got a cutscene here, so I'm not going to talk during that.
So, I have a favor to ask. Take the notebook with you when you go. Sure. That's not all. I want you to put something in the book and send it back.
I feel like that's an appropriate response.
All set. Take care out there.
I know. You're not gonna tell me.
Then don't ask.
What was that about? You don't say.
Now that our work's done, let's see ourselves to Golden.
Well, we got a question mark here, so we obviously got to deal with that in a second. But yeah, when I bought my Sega CD, it was from a game store, and it did come with a Genesis Model 1, and it did work. But I swapped it out for my childhood Genesis 2 because I just like the aesthetic of that better, because it's a Sega CD 2. I guess that's a good question. Did you buy the Model 1 or the Model 2 of the Sega Genesis CD?
Sir. I found an envelope addressed to Meldacio inside the package.
Meldacio? The Hunter HQ?
Yes, sir. The headhunter ought to be around here somewhere. Mind making one more delivery?
What do you say, Noct? Might as well while we're in the neighborhood.
Side quests are separate adventures that do not progress the story. Check side quest destinations and objectives from the quest menu. Okay. Can I... Alright, that's one thing I was going to do. Options. I want to turn on subtitles. So that even if I'm talking through this, you guys can still keep up with it if you want. Alright, save again. Still in chapter 1. Hour and a half in. I'm definitely not going for any speedrunning records. Quests. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I remember this place. Recommended level 2. Gone hunting. So let's go ahead and... Oh, that's really close to where I'm at. Let's just do this. So that changes on my map exactly what I need to do. Is this the diner where I need to do it?
Saw a Magitech trooper the other day.
There we go. Now we got some games to play. And hence, one of the first mini-games inside of this game. Justice Monsters 5. Which I believe is a pinball machine. Nope. Okay. Got shoot, slice, charge, select, swap, hero attack. Ah, too late. Boss encounter. Got him. I remember this game a little bit, but I can't remember enough to explain what's going on. Like I said, it's kind of like pinball. This kind of reminds me of the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, with all the mini games I had packed inside that thing. Did I get him? Got him. That was fantastic. Justice Monsters 5. I wonder what number 1 through 3 were like. If I'm right, I think I get something for maybe experience for this. Oh no. Do not quit playing. It was a 2. Nice. And I'm having a hard time with this one. Did not mean to waste that. Got him. Man, that was tough. Oh, that took forever. Okay. Hey, T.I. Cal, welcome to the stream. Second stream this week since I've been on vacation. Was told I had to stream a bit more often, and this is the second opportunity that presented itself. Right now I've just been playing Final Fantasy 15. This is one of the mini games inside of it. I guess just to make that clear for people just joining. There we go. Man, I completely messed that up. I have no idea what that means. That's it. I think that's enough of that game.
Man, that smells good.
All that for a potion. Alright, let's see what other hunts are around here.
Welcome to the Crow's Nest.
Finally, I'm playing Final Fantasy 15. You're about to go to bed and get up at 4:30 to play the next Final Fantasy 14 expansion. Nice. Yeah, this is one of the games I picked up for Xbox One.
These are some pretty tough customers.
Well, we've already done a level 7 monster before, so this shouldn't be too bad. Mischief
Good luck to
Makers.
you.
2 more and I increase my hunting
Can I
rate.
take your order? What would you like?
Oh yeah, mark some things on my map where I can rest. Nearby havens. Parking spot. Good. Nice. Everything on my next journey, my next stop on the journey will be on there as well.
Take care out there.
Sega CDs on the side of your Genesis. Don't know if you can hook up with the with the better sound. Oh yeah, what else do I have to look at here? Dig into a platter of Kenny's fries, fresh from the fryer.
Some kind of bird.
I'm big on birds.
Man, that smells good.
Straight from the mountain springs.
Could go for a cold one of these.
What do you say? Spend the night?
Yep, I was gonna say, that's apparently, IGN reported that that's gonna be the price of it.
You dream of driving the open road, but what drives you? Passion, power, Koenig's Oil. Stop by your local Koenig station and ask for Koenig's Oil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't have the better sounding Genesis either for a long time until I got my Model 1. One of your favorite SNES games is Super Pinball. You know they're not really a fan of the SNES anymore? So to each their own. Alright, so I can take the car, but I'm gonna walk out there. Actually, I don't think I can take the car, unless there's a road that leads directly out there.
Better make tracks. Chop chop, Prompto.
There in a jiffy!
Forgot to save. What was I thinking? Okay, so it said recommended level 7. I'm at level 5. Oh well. We'll find out.
So, you thinking to fairy tale Lady Lunafreya back to the Crown City?
Nah, no need to rush to happily ever after.
Wow. Still can't believe you're actually tying the knot, dude. How does it feel now that it's finally happening?
Fine, I guess.
Ah, come on, you can't fool me. Any guy would be over the moon to marry her.
No big deal.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry, did I just walk
man.
past a treasure? Treasure chest of some sort? A star pendant, eh? What does a star pendant do? Protects the wearer from poison. I can definitely use that, more than I can use the extra HP. So who gets the extra HP? I guess Ignis does. The Neo Geo of all consoles has mono output, yes. And somebody actually asked me why I was using the mono output of that console when apparently you can get stereo sound out of it. Because what I'm doing is duplicating the mono. I duplicated the mono channel to actually make it sound out of both speakers. Because it was meant to be like a it was meant to be like an arcade machine, so arcade machines at that time period would have only had mono sound. Uh-oh, the sun's going to start setting here in a little bit. Should have rested. Also could have, let's see what my map looks like. Oh, there is a campsite near here. I should have done that. And there was a parking spot there. Well, I can always plan this out better next time. Current bounty only comes out at night. Well then. But I could just stand and wait around, or go to the campsite maybe? Where is my... I think this flat area over here is where my campsite is. Lightning energy deposit, eh? Nope.
Man, it's hot.
Apparently it's further
Then lose the jacket.
What's that sound? Here's the highway. And here's how you get to the camp.
I think I got a pebble in my shoe.
Take it out.
Yeah.
We're here.
I'm very curious if I just wait around until nighttime. Or what? Looks like there's a house I can explore. Can I watch the demo of The Cursed Legacy, a new Genesis game and the sequel to The Cursed Knights? Want to see my live reaction? Possibly. Not sure I can stream it, though. Just streaming someone else's video isn't always the best thing to do. Pause that capture for just a second. I was trying to remember if I captured gameplay from this from my PS4. That was kind of one of the big selling points for that, is that I didn't have a capture card, and it would let me capture gameplay footage. Sure, you can buy the stereo hookup cord. So, do they make them for the Neo Geo? That would kind of be my question. Because as far as I knew, I don't know if you can tap and get like an actual stereo sound out of it. Well, the sound on the Neo Geo is pretty darn good on its own. Huh. All right, let's do some exploring. I'm assuming that's where you draw fire. Interesting. What's in this thing? Very curious what's going on here. Parking spot. I doubt if there's any advantage to being here, like other than just where you can keep the car on the side of the road. Well, for some reason, whoops, for some reason my live view is well behind. Give me a second here. Oh, treasure chest over here. Keep your distance or die. Vicious varmints and dangerous demons. Well, we'll stay out of there for now. Come on. Alright, now it's nighttime. We should be able to handle this quest then. There's the road. Which I'm right. I don't know. They don't attack on the road, do they? I don't remember. I know that light scares them away. And now we play the waiting game. Misha says, don't really buy remakes for the most part. Don't see the points if the original was fine. Well, then that's the thing too. If you've already played it, that's the big question. Is it still worth it? But would you say it's worth it for someone who hasn't played the game to buy it for $60 when it's... For that price, you can probably buy a Wii and a copy of the game. I guess DKC Returns has kind of held its value a little bit.
How many times?
Here.
Enough talk.
There we go.
Time for some action.
There we go. Unless we have to capture this battle. Hey Stefan, welcome to the stream. I like to see the recaps after the fact. But no, not for me tonight. The biggest debate I'm referring to tonight is how much are we willing to pay for our games?
Try this. Careful! Don't let him get you.
Is that all of them? Oh, heck yeah.
Bring on the next one.
That didn't take long. Alright. So now I gotta avoid the demons on the way back. Now I could just head to the campsite. But you know what? I'm gonna risk going back. The long way. Vicious Varmint would make a gamer tag? Yes, it would. Have I played any of the Dead Rising games? I did play, oh my gosh, maybe the second one a long time ago. Were those like, those weren't exclusive to Xbox 360, right? It could have been that I played one of those on PS3.
You okay?
Or I could have played it at a friend's house.
Want to take a break?
I'm fine.
Come on. Break time. Break time.
I hear them. Just keep running. Ignore the grunts. Just like on Doom. What about you, Chris? Have you played any of them? And I will say this, with all the dead like zombie games that came out during that time period as well, like Left 4 Dead. See, that's just what I thought of immediately, but there's another one I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. Oh, I can't go in there? Gotta walk all the way around. There we go.
Look at all these lights.
You played the first one?
Indeed.
I want to say it was the second one, but there's also, besides Left 4 Dead, what else was there?
I can eat a horse.
Welcome.
This must be a 24-hour diner, by the way. Played it on PS3? Awesome.
Welcome back.
One more hunt, and we are golden for level 2.
Have a look at the menu.
Prevents poison, prevents toad. Oh, that probably would have been nice to actually have. Increases maximum HP by 300. Increases defense by 200. Maybe. Let's see what this next hunt has in store for us.
Think you're up to the task?
I mean, we just did the last one at 3 levels below. Can we handle 4? Active during the daytime, so we'll have to rest anyway. The hunter slaying herd. Oh, these things are a pain.
That's great. Can I?
Yeah, I did see that. I was just about to say, you're asking because of the remaster, the impending remaster? Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, yep. By the way, did you guys see the shirt? It's a coin slot of an arcade machine, and at the bottom it does say insert coin. I've worn it before, but I don't think I've worn it in a while. Kind of collecting dust at the back of the closet.
Good luck, boys.
Ain't nothing special, but I love
Alright, where's the inn?
it. Tastes just like something my mom.
Is the room at the inn?
Oh, customer.
1.5 times the experience, 300 gil. Sure, why not?
Could crash right here.
Let's see what happens. Not an entire day elapsed. There will be times where later on it'll be like 20 days before my last. That photography skill is just going up. I don't even think we've gotten to the tutorial of how to fish yet. We'll probably do this one. New diner went out. It didn't show me playing the game. Why not? Alright, that'll be good enough for photos. Just got Dead Rising 2 for the PS3, looking forward to playing it. You have played the 360 version, so that's the other one too. Maybe that's something I should try playing. Is that backwards compatible? I've been trying to stay away from M-rated games once they started adding realism to it. The big thing is I don't want to get banned from YouTube for showing something I wasn't supposed to. Hence why I'm doing the T-rated.
Make tracks. Ignis, we're going.
On my way.
Alright, hang on a second. Do I need to actually... Apparently I do. And there's... Yeah, because there's a campsite and a parking spot a while away. Let's just do this. There's going to be treasure on the way. Right? Yeah. I'm like heading right for it. He's heading right for it.
Blessed weather.
Yeah.
Man, it looks so short on the map. Hopefully you can come back. You gotta go. Hopefully you can come back later. Thanks for listening to that. Yeah, no problem. It's part of what we're here for, right? To quote High School Musical, we're all in this together, right? Alright, what's the green choker do? The green choker, patent of leather, increases HP recovery rate nominally. Sure. That means that you finally get your own. Is this Prompto? No, this is, what's his face? Yeah, it is Prompto. Why did I say that wrong? He gets the star pendant.
Huh?
Let's see what we got here. There they are. Man, there's a bunch of them. No.
Is, anybody else feeling a little out of their league?
Just don't let your guard down.
Like, that's what I was gonna
Warp strike. Perfect. Oh, this is going to be an arduous battle.
Hey, Ignis! Instructions!
You ready?
Where's the one with the least amount of health that I was just battling? You would think. There we go.
My pleasure. How are we?
Getting by.
Okay. Switching weapons to see if that'll help. It's not looking like it. Alright, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. Keep going. Okay.
Gladio! Nice work, Gladio!
Losing health fast. Okay. Got one of them.
Can't keep on like this.
I know, right? Point one. Let's try this.
Nice one, Prompto.
My pleasure.
There we go. Been needing to figure out how to heal in this thing.
Let nothing stand in your way.
Got my back.
Should have eaten a meal. That would have helped. There we go. Break him. Break him.
Watch yourself, Nock. I know. I'm impressed.
Come on. There you are. If you guys can hear how much I am just battling this D-pad. Finally. That's two of them.
Must say, I'm amazed.
What can I say?
Knocked! Back me up!
Ooh. Okay, that's too slow.
Coming up!
Pronto, you're up!
Good.
Nice one, Pronto. Gladio! Nice work, Gladio!
Go for it!
Now it's time for the big boys.
Pronto, you're up!
I think we're in for a fight.
Missed that one
More
though.
than we bargained for.
Can't get behind him, can't stay ahead of him. Alright.
Gladio, do it! Nice work, Gladio!
Pronto! Make it count!
Yep.
Parried successfully, thankfully.
Tinker killed.
Duly noted.
My pleasure.
Pronto!
Oh, hi there, opening.
He's vulnerable.
I'm impressed.
It's nothing.
Yeah, I could definitely have used a meal before this, but that's right. Alright. One more.
Certainly. Pronto, you're up!
Oh, hi there, opening.
Nice one, Pronto! Pronto!
Oh, hi there, opening.
Yeah, successful parry.
Our best still isn't good enough.
With that attitude, it isn't.
Good for an ebony, now.
Gladio, do it!
Here I am.
Nice work!
There we go. And he's down for good, hopefully. Whoa! That was a lot of button mashing.
That was a close call.
Stealth was A+, defense was B. I'm starting to get better at this game. Starting to remember kind of how I was beating this game the last time. Oh, Jet had to hang out? Oh yeah, Jet Screamer had to head out, yep. Mr. Rogers. Whew. Oh, we're almost fully healed. As long as we don't hit any enemies on the way back, we should be fine. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Not really seeing many enemies out here. Which is why we're kind of walking all weird, because there's an enemy somewhere that I'm not seeing. I guess this is somewhat of a road, right? Grew up with pretty much all British kids shows like Bob the Builder, Postman Pat, and Firearm Sam. I know Bob the Builder out of all those. The one you love the most is Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about that one. I just like how that's been in memes. Both of them just randomly photoshopping Thomas the Tank Engine in some inappropriate scenario. What in the world? Should I be getting my picture taken with him?
Yeah, broke a few bones in there.
Ready or not? Oh, love the lighting.
Man, that smells good.
Alright. And now we're going to level up on our hunting skills.
Welcome.
Hopefully it gives me a bunch of,
Hey, you're alive.
Ha! Don't sound so surprised. Went from apprentice to trapper. Ooh, titanium bangle.
Congratulations. These are some pretty tough customers.
Yeah, this one I'm going to have to hold off on. I feel like that's too far above my rank.
Thanks for your business.
See if I can buy any weapons or anything.
There's more dangerous things prowling about these days.
That was kind of bad.
How are you today? Till next time.
I feel like I can't buy anything. Holy cow, we're now 2 hours and 16 minutes into this. Again, flying by for me. And yes, you did watch Barney the Dinosaur, still have the DVD in your attic. By the time Barney and Bananas in Pajamas came out, we would make fun of them. Because that's all, yeah. Yep. I got made fun of for a lot of things. Mark of a great game. Oh yeah, exactly. The fact that time just keeps flying by. Alright. We're going to auto head to our next destination. See what happens.
What's the forecast?
Clear skies, with the temperature rising.
Nice.
Heading on to our next destination. Oh, can I run the... Final Fantasy XIII original soundtrack?
For our next story, Lady Luna Freya of Tenebrae has issued an official statement regarding the forthcoming treaty.
Words cannot express the joy in my heart.
I thought I bought Final Fantasy II soundtrack.
Nor the pride I take in my betrothal, playing a part in this historic moment. On this joyous occasion, some have voiced cause for concern. The fear I will be unable to fulfill my duties as Oracle. Please rest assured, my marriage will not stand in the way of my calling. You will find me in your towns and villages, as you always have, and I shall continue to bless you all.
Lady Luna Freya will set forth from Tenebrae for her wedding ceremony in the coming days.
Hey, Trashlina, welcome to the stream.
During this time alone, her duties as Oracle will be suspended.
It's in the treaty?
Of course. simple formality.
One of those symbol of the peace deals.
So it's more like a marriage of convenience.
Her ladyship seems nevertheless amenable to the prospect.
And Noct here likes the idea.
What's that? I do?
Buzz off.
Never watched Barney growing up? Ah, that'd probably be after your time, I would think. But you remember having nightmares about the purple dinosaur? I can have a nightmare about Barney. Well, I did have a nightmare about somebody who imitated Barney a while back.
I see it too.
That's Golden Key.
Kinda want to go for a dip.
That a big mountain behind it?
No, it's an island.
Nobody goes to Golden
That's the
for an
destination.
island, though. They go to kick back and get massages.
And savor the seafood. It's famously delicious.
Sounds great.
Something to look forward to.
It is weird to hear the, I think we're automatically going to park. And we have an inn. Always going to back it in. Classic.
We made it.
Blue's Clues, yep. Not with Steve as the host. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, with the big blue dog, yep. Well, now when you say blue dog, it's Bluey, right? My nephew is all about Bluey at the moment. You kind of talking about, hey, where's Bluey? He goes, it's Bluey!
Take a look at our wares.
Alright, well, still I got a broadsword. Oh, we have a war sword. Let's go and buy one of those.
Pleasure doing business.
A javelin. Already got one. I'll still buy one for my other companions, Avengers. Anklet enhances vitality slightly. Potpourri, a sweet smelling of herbs and grass, enhances spirits. I'm okay without those for now.
I'll see you later.
Alright, now let's do some equipping. What shows do I grow up with? Oh my gosh, where do I start? Well, I mean, first off, The Simpsons has pretty much been on since I've been alive. Crazy to think. But Mr. Rogers would have been one. Reading Rainbow was another. We're talking DuckTales, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I can name a whole bunch of them. And then, of course, it was also the time when they started airing shows for Nick at Night. So, like, some like I Love Lucy and The Odd Couple, Happy Days were on during those two. People who know me will say which ones I was more obsessed with. Sometimes I got obsessed with like old shows from like the 70s more than I should have. Let's go to gear. Let's equip. Nope, nothing for him. He has a two-handed sword, that's why. I'm gonna go in the javelin. Handgun. I guess we don't need to give him anything else. Yeah, I like the javelin because it can hit from afar. I don't know if I need both the engine blade and the broadsword. I guess that has more power. Oh, and I guess all I have is... Oh, hang on. Oh. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, I didn't think so. Your niece is just beyond preschool age. She loved watching The Wiggles. Oh my gosh. That was one I remember with my niece and nephew as well. Don't know if I need the N right now. It's the Chocobo stand.
Ready to set sail.
Just gotta find my sea legs first.
Gotta check something. Check luggage.
A feature on the wedding.
And get a load of Lady Lunafreya's dress.
That's some fancy fabric work. Bet the groom can't wait to see it on his bride-to-be.
He's not the only one. Whew.
No one there.
She's gonna be an absolute knockout.
The dress is bespoke, of course, and comes courtesy of one of Alticia's
Peppa Pig.
foremost fashion designers.
My niece, who is now 7, was obsessed with Peppa Pig.
Bet the food's gonna... Be damn fancy, too.
Nah, as long as it's something I can eat.
As opposed to dissect.
What?
I feel like it's been a little while since I've saved. It's been almost 10 minutes.
Embarrassing. Can't wait to taste some Altician seafood.
Golden's famous for fish, too.
Fish sounds good.
So does a balanced meal.
Oh, yeah.
How about we try some local surf?
How about we catch some ourselves?
We got bigger fish to fry.
He's right.
Oh, yes, I forgot. This is the place where you learn how to fish.
Cast a line.
Have I watched Thomas the Train's Models and Background? Impressive, love it. Again, that was slightly... Oh, does anyone remember Gumby? That was one my brother was obsessed with Gumby back in the day.
Hello there. Come to fish the deep blue sea?
Okay.
See you next time.
That's where I get my fishing equipment. That's where I get the fishing thing, but I'm not ready to fish yet. I'll have to be incredibly bored in this game to go fishing. I like fishing in real life. I feel like fishing in video games is just not fun. More tedious, if anything else. Honestly, in canon until like grade 6, the Flintstones. That's, yep, Flintstones and the Jetsons. Oh, how could I forget? Probably my #1 go-to for the longest time was Scooby-Doo. And I'm talking everything Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy, the new Scooby-Doo Mysteries, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. I watched them all religiously.
Everything will be up and running by morning.
I can talk to her, apparently.
Let's grab a bite.
Welcome to Galding.
There's my cutscene.
I'm afraid you're out of luck.
And the first time you meet a suspicious stranger.
The boats bring you here.
What about them?
Well, they'll not take you forth.
And what's your story?
I'm an impatient traveler, ready to turn ship. The ceasefire's getting us nowhere.
What's this? Some sort of souvenir?
They make those?
What? No.
Consider it your allowance.
Huh?
Yeah. And who's allowing us?
A man of no consequence.
Yeah, right.
Where are you, Scooby-Doo? Yep, that's one I'd seen as well. A man of no
Can you
consequence.
believe what that guy said about the port being closed?
I'm skeptical, though I won't discount the possibility.
I say we go check it out for ourselves.
You know what? I think fish is...
Man, those are some sturdy chairs. I can walk right into them and not do a thing.
So we can take steak off the table from now on.
Whoa! Let's not do anything.
You can learn about some quests here. That's why I don't like it. Every time I jump right there,
To the mother of pearl.
it's because it's not letting me choose.
You do know this is a restaurant.
My heavens marked on the map. Parking spots, which we've already learned apparently. Oh. New outposts. Procurement points. Okay.
Take a look at the menu. What do you feel like having today? No end of headaches, this lot.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing some stuff, some grinding areas, if that's where it's starting me out. Because right now I'm still at level 5.
We use the freshest fish in every dish. Thank you for your patronage.
Well, let's advance the story a little bit more. We're getting to the point where I might switch over to some... Oops. What was I supposed to read?
Everything will be up and running by morning.
The Hexathian, which are all my summons.
So
Okay.
full right now.
about the port closing.
Today's ferry schedule. Why did I think I said Tony's? Today's ferry schedule out of
Out of
service.
service indeed.
And that's the end of chapter 1. Took 2.5 hours to get through.
So full right now.
Oops.
According to my sources, the Empire given strict orders not to let any vessels leave the docks of Altissia.
I would not expect him to have a New York gangster accent.
Right, Prince Noctis? Name's Dino, by the way. Pleasure. The Crown Prince of Lucis, bounty hunting in his fancy car. Surely you didn't think it'd go unnoticed. At least not by this reporter. Lucky for you, this reporter has integrity. If you want to remain incognito, I'll respect your wish. In exchange for a favor.
Sure, why not? I think we have to do what he says anyway.
What do you want?
Hey, I knew you'd come around. Let me see your map. Marked where you need to go on your map. All you gotta do is find me some rough gemstones, like this one. Do this, and your ship will come in. Don't, and the papers will run you out of town. Capiche?
Now that's a meal.
It's the mineral deposit. I'm right where I'm at now. Oh? I thought I already did this one. Maybe I didn't. I'm on a gentleman's agreement now, and I only need level 3 to do it, so... Which I'm at level 5, so I should be good.
Got your number, Nox.
Not like we made much effort to keep it secret.
Even if we had, the press always finds a way.
Sometimes people would bring tape and we would watch it. Stuff like the Mighty Ducks, yep. Oh, that was another one. Mighty Ducks had an animated series. But I remember the Mighty Ducks 2 is the only videotape we own, so I remember that better than the first one. Oh, there's going to be a question mark I'm coming up on here. Oh, it's cat. And I want to talk to the cat.
Hey, buddy. What's up? Taking a little stroll?
Or Home Alone on VHS.
Home Alone.
I think my parents still have that.
You must be hungry.
Better tell our kids about the cartoons to grow up then. Than to let them become iPad kids who want to watch Lanky Box. I don't even know what Lanky Box is, so...
Come up with some cat food.
Could always buy some.
Or we could fish for some.
Excellent idea. Let's go.
Now we learn about fishing. Obtain edible trevally. I think my active quest is still... Yep. Now we gotta learn the fishing business, I guess. So I'm right, as long as I'm in the resort, nighttime doesn't matter. And it looks like I'm gonna have to do that anyway, because it's gonna be nighttime, and I'd rather waste it fishing than going through those daemons, whatever they decide to call them. Ninja Turtles was another one. I was wondering when someone was gonna mention that besides me. I was more obsessed with the video games in Ninja Turtles though than I was, and the movies, than I was the TV show. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked them both.
Take a look at this.
What about it?
Alright. You've discovered a fishing spot. Here, Noctis can indulge in his favorite pastime. Don't have a single memory of the cartoon, not one. Yep. And you got talking to TMNT on NES when you were 5, yep. It's called Brain Rot Content Farm Channel. Huh. And iPad kids love it. That's interesting. You're like 14, a channel debuted where Archie Bunker and Three's Company would air, and you really enjoyed that. Yeah, that's why I said I was primed for all those reruns. Do you guys remember, like, TNT used to have, like, a cartoon block that just ran over throughout the day? It'd be like the Flintstones, Jetsons, and they would have, like, some of the 80s content that they made. And yes, a lot of The Simpsons. My brothers liked Saved by the Bell more than I did. They also liked Full House more than I did, so that's not one I find particularly nostalgic. Alright, so A cast. Trying to cast. Move your lure by pressing the right trigger. Reel it in, tilting left to make the rod to work the rod. If a fish is eyeing your lure, entice it, spin it by mixing up your reeling speed. Fish is trying to get away. Tilt in the indicated direction against the tension of the line.
The line's not gonna last.
All right, this one's perfect.
Oh, I got it.
Great job.
On the first try. Usually took me a couple times before. I said I still got some VHS tapes where I had recorded The Simpsons like when they first aired. And I would cut out the commercials while I was watching them, like pause it and then resume when the commercials were done. I probably still have a few of those somewhere.
The line is wearing thin.
But I used to do that with a lot of different shows. Like, I would try to collect as many as I could. I guess that's why I started collecting, Yes, stop fishing. It wouldn't let me select yes. So yeah, and my parents would... when I started growing up, like 5 years old to 8 years old, we had cable. And then my parents got rid of it. Then we got satellite and got rid of it. So we were half and half having to rely on like antenna TV, which is why I would record as much as I could onto blank tapes. Rewatch it for later, and then when I got bored of it, I'd record over it with something else. We get movies that way too, I guess. I would air off like Cinemax or sometimes the TV edit of things. Time to give Kitty his luncheon. Hot take, you don't have any nostalgia with TMNT. You only watched the Nickelodeon version when you were in middle school. Yeah, that one is not as good, so I can understand why you wouldn't have nostalgia for that one. The Nickelodeon, like, I say cheaply animated, but I guess it's just as good as they could do for the time. Animated ones are not as good as the originals.
Caught fresh. What? You don't like fish? Oh, you only like cooked fish. All right.
Well, now we gotta learn to give the fish to the caterer. I forgot, cats are picky eaters, and they decided to put that into a game. Good thing he's got his running boots on. I feel like I would get blisters immediately wearing those kind of boots and running all the time.
Anything a cat might like?
That the best pickup line you've got?
What? No, there's this cat over there.
I'm only teasing. I have a feeling I know the feline you've got in mind. Let me whip something up. Paying customers come first, though, and someone just ordered the last fish on hand. Would you mind catching another one of these while I make their meal?
Smells good. Absolutely breathtaking.
Yes, I was about to say the same.
Great! I'll start on it right away.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
know, this is really thoughtful of you, but be warned. Cats are clingy, and they're notoriously picky eaters, too.
Picky eaters? You don't say.
When it comes to food, felines are quite finicky, so you are wise to entrust the cooking to me. Here.
Okay. Nickelodeon version's okay. Remember liking it because you didn't grow up with the 87 version and the 2000 version. I forgot about the 2000 version. Wasn't the other one like... They did a animated TMNT version based on the Nickelodeon show, didn't they? I think Nickelodeon actually put it out, and I thought it was okay. My friend did not like it at all. He was like, why can't they wear the suits? Like, don't you remember the suits from the old movies were like torture for those actors to wear?
Spoiled cat.
Aww, I think he likes you.
I guess.
Clawed his way into a heart.
Look at all of the experience I got for that.
Forever.
Well, now we got a cat. Okay, I can keep talking, or I can just go now to the quest. Oh yeah, does it need to be a certain time of day for this quest? It does not say. I have the feeling that this long bridge is here for some sort of loading sequence that it's hiding.
Is this place amazing or what?
It was very
The
apparent.
breeze is quite refreshing.
Didn't think I'd enjoy the seaside this much.
Sounds like it's made a good first impression.
Very apparent in the first Final Fantasy remake. I don't think I need more fuel. But that is one thing you do not want to run out of fuel in this game. I remember that being a huge pain for some reason. Let's catch a nap, get my experience.
It's bedtime.
Sounds good.
See what happens. I believe they call it the DIC. Yeah, the production company that made the show. So that's like the 80s version. They had their logo on a lot of stuff back then. Everybody's up at least one level. Everyone's up 2 levels. All right, level 7. There we go. We got to save the bird picture. Why not?
Not bad.
Why not?
Well,
The suspicious stranger is known at this point. There's Dino. First fish. Okay. That was an autosave, but now we're going to do a real save. Where are we at now on time? 2 hours and 41 minutes. I think we'll get about 3 hours in before I call it quits. We'll do one more quest, which is a gentleman's agreement. And you know what? Just because I can, I'm going to take the car. Because where is that on the map? Yeah, it's like on the road halfway in between. Let's go ahead and take the car. I can't drive myself, so let's drive it to... Oh, perfect.
Everything in order?
Yep.
All right.
It hits you. I remember watching the Sonic Underground where Sonic has a brother and a sister. Oh my gosh.
Maybe Sid was right about your lack of dignity.
You're one step above delivery boy.
Royal rank carries little weight outside the Ground City.
Glad it's not weighing me down.
That's from Final Fantasy II. I don't know if you guys can hear it, it's very faint.
You sure we're in the right spot?
According to the map. Let's scope it out.
taking a walk on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so hopefully no one steals our car. And we're heading to the gentleman's agreement area. Is it down here? Apparently it is. And now it's 200 and something degrees, feet, not degrees, off the other side. Your TMNT nostalgia is the SNES Genesis. Oh yeah, the Genesis one was pretty good. But I also remember the Super Nintendo one as well. Your parents buying a Betamax at a garage sale when VCRs were pricey. Yep. According to TMN2 on a blank tape to watching room after you got a VCR. Nice. And then you got the Betamax. Do I need to grab these mineral deposits that are around me?
Wow, the color's amazing.
OMG.
Oh.
We're supposed to get near that thing?
Pipe down before you wake it up.
That is a giant blackbird. Uh-oh. Interesting. I feel like once I grab this, it's going to be an inevitable battle. Let's head back to the car, shall we? Can I jump down here without losing health? Yep, we're running.
Off it goes.
Interesting. In case you couldn't read the sign. You don't remember being a big bear in a big blue house? I think I remember something about that show. Oh, whatever. Regalia, and let's head auto to back this
Everything
way.
in order?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, luckily, Jerome, I don't think that was something I had to worry about. Yeah, people don't understand the importance of blank tapes to people of our generation. Absolutely. What would be the equivalent to that now? I mean, DVR space is what took that over for a while. Is it still like hard drives, I guess? Or is it internet bandwidth or streaming services? Because there's no such thing as being able to record media now, right? I mean, I guess if you could still do over-the-air antenna TV to a DVR, I kind of have that ability still because I have this box I've had for quite a while that can record things to a flash drive, so I guess I can do that. I just haven't. But for the most part, like streaming services, you can't record off of those. Or you're not supposed to. There's the ability to, but whether or not that violates the rules is, I guess, a gray area. Alright, I have, what, 2/3 of a tank of gas? I think I'm still good there.
Here we are. We made it.
Still faster than walking the whole distance, which is, I think, what I did before. Learn my lesson a little bit. And you know what the funny thing is? Nope, I must have put them away. I've had, like, 4 batches of, taped together blocks of, like, 3 VHS tapes that I just never got to use before VCRs were a thing. I've still got them here. They've survived 2 moves. I know I'm never going to use them, but I still have them, you know, just in case. Maybe I need to record some gameplay footage for it.
Welcome to Golden Key.
But I can't force myself to get rid of these blank tapes, because you never know what you're right when you're going to need them. And that was one of the things that were expensive. I think they were like $10 for a 3-pack, and that was about how much my allowance was. But if I got a 3-pack, I could record potentially 6 hours on each tape, and if I really sprung for the money, I could get 8 hours on a tape, using the EP or SLP mode, which was, fine for recording things off of television for me. I didn't really care about the quality too much. For me, it was all about quantity over quality.
Nice work, kid. Sorry for giving you such a hard time. I just had to get my hands on this, even if it meant blackmail. You understand, don't you? You see, I'm a reporter by day and an amateur jeweler by night. This elusive little beauty's gonna become a masterpiece. To make it up to you, I'll share a little scoop. That special coin you got? It commemorates the Oracle's ascension. That guy was tossing them out to everyone. Must have picked them up back in Niflheim. And speaking of freebies, here's one from me. Come back if you want to buy more.
I doubt a souvenir like that could make its way into the hands of an ordinary citizen.
Oh well, it's our pocket change now.
Let's learn from history and book a place this time.
Huh. As promised, I'm in the process of securing your ferry tickets right now. Told you, I'm a man of integrity. Should be smooth sailing from here. So let me know when you're ready to ship out.
I admit I didn't expect Dino to secure us a ship.
Well, must be pretty connected if he can pull some strings around an Imperial embargo.
Yeah, that guy's one artful artisan.
You guys ready to set sail?
Once you proceed, you'll be unable to return for some time. Are you sure wish to continue? No. That's a trap.
Relax. I'm not trying to rush you or nothing. Come back when you got everything in order.
Yeah, I remember doing that way too early last time.
Pieces, just like that.
Maybe he'll make some more for us.
Yeah, for a pretty gill.
Worth it for a one-of-a-kind accessory?
He may have come off as flippant and forceful, but I sense Dino is honest and hard-working at heart.
Oh, there's an in here too.
Greetings, sir.
10,000 gil. No, thank you.
Perhaps next time.
Yeah. Let's see, I'm at level 7 now. Anyway, I'm just going to save. And before we call today, I will obviously have to, get some game show action in so that you guys can participate with me. Let's see here. Checking on some of the comments. Your grandpa would always hit you up with a blank tape. Yes, 6 hours of bliss. And of course, you always used the maximum amount on it, right? You almost never recorded anything in the higher quality setting, right? It was all about time. I did notice, like, the image quality obviously suffered, but it wasn't that big of a loss. It was always the audio that was a bigger loss for me. It had more hiss and more, like, stuttering to it sometimes, but it did depend on the VCR. I had a really cheap VCR, and once it died, like, at my first job, my first purchase with my own money was that I got a VCR. With my first paycheck at my first job, and that VCR still sits. It's sitting right over here on my thing. It's still hooked up for no reason. I mean, I do use it for like RF to composite, but this VCR now is 22 years old. Gold Star Hi-Fi stereo, 4-head VCR. Pretty good thing. It's a trooper. It does the job. But I probably only used it for recording stuff for about 3 years till I got my DVD recorder, and then that took over. Not sure if anyone here is a wrestling fan, but yep, you could record Clash of Champions. They actually had actual matches. 6 hours of that, cutting commercials, yep. Never used a VHS Did the tape break often? Oh gosh, I remember. I mean, there was a time where the VCR would quote unquote eat the tape, but I always was able to take care of it. I don't think I ever lost a tape due to damage. And I've had some tapes that are pretty well worn because I used to watch some of them and things like over and over and over again. Like I said, if I had 8 hours of The Simpsons on there and I watched through it, I could just rewind to the beginning, play through it again. I had like 7 tapes that were on like rotation because I always had to watch something before I went to sleep, so that'd be what I'd do. I'd watch some of The Simpsons. I also had South Park tapes, Star Trek tapes that I'd recorded, off the air back in the day when they came in. There was a whole bunch of stuff there. I even remember the system I would have for it. I would probably say, and I would save up for like, if it was a movie I cared enough about, like Star Trek or Indiana Jones or Star Wars, those are tapes that I would buy the commercial release of. And of course, with a 6-hour tape, you could potentially get 3 movies on a tape. But of course, you had to plan it out. Make sure each movie was 2 hours or less. I don't know where all those blank tapes went. Those probably got in a garage sale a long time ago. There you go. And there we go. Beasters said, or you can record 4 horror movies off of the premium movie channels on tape. When your mom or dad wouldn't flip the small $5 to rent for the weekend. Yep, absolutely. And if you had a friend work it out, you could loan the tape to a friend who had the channel, or when they did pay-per-views, and they would record them for you. Yeah, Beaster says, Chris, never. The tape would only break if caught in the contraption that displayed it. Yep. Heard that if you forward and reverse route, it could break. It could. But that's the thing. Who would ever do that? I never went frame by frame on a VHS tape. First off, you can never see it. There was always so much interference from the tape head that always constantly had to spin around it. So, I mean, it wasn't worth it to freeze frame it. And I would never pause a tape and walk away. I always stopped the tape and walk away. Even though it would, either skip or you had to rewind a little bit to get back to it. The biggest thing was if you paused a recording, that would cause some extra wear on the tape. Mine had a thing too, my last VCR, where if I paused the recording, it would back up like 2 or 3 seconds. So if I was too accurate with the pause when the commercial break started, then I would lose 2 or 3 seconds before the commercial break. But what that was meant to do was to back up 2 or 3 seconds in case you caught the beginning of the commercial. That way the transition between commercial breaks was seamless when you did it. There were also some VCRs that had the ability to detect commercial breaks and try to cut it on its own. That never worked out from what I could tell. There was a lot of stuff on that. You guys are itching my VHS nostalgia. Which is funny because I ran into another one of my former students who is now doing VHS collecting. And they were talking about, and that's another thing too, I'm like, I understand that kids can get into that because that, to them, VHS is this mysterious technology that was never useful in their lifetime, or barely useful in their lifetime. Because, think about it, the kids that just graduated high school were born in 2004, 2005. Or I'm sorry, maybe 2005, 2006. So, I mean, it's conceivable that they never owned a VHS player. I would say a lot of them probably got, some that I know of that got them, used them because they were a cheap alternative in garage sales. Like VHS tapes are really cheap, so that's what parents would give kids to watch like Disney movies with, because Disney movies were plentiful and have always been cheap on VHS. But then once iPads and tablets and streaming services became a thing, like, who has them anymore? So I know a lot of people, of the people that I know of that generation that are collecting VHS tapes, it's because they either remembered them when they were a kid or they thought it was a fascinating technology because they remember seeing them as a kid. It's kind of like me and vinyl records. Ever since I've been alive, compact discs were a common thing for audio. So, but I always found vinyl records fascinating, not just because of the technology. I just like everything about them, how they work, how they sound, the equipment. It just feels more official when you have a vinyl record. And it amazes me that vinyl records made a comeback as big as they did. I know that they were primed for like collecting, but I never thought that you would see like Taylor Swift's stuff come out on vinyl, or Green Day re-release of vinyls, Nirvana's re-released on vinyl, that kind of stuff. Some things that were never released on vinyl in between the 90s and 2000s are getting those releases now. It's kind of crazy to me that that's happening. It's great. but I didn't see that coming. Same thing with the VHS stuff. I'm sure I'm going to regret passing up all these please take, these are free boxes of VHS tapes that used to be in garage sales. Goodwill's been giving them away for less than $1 a tape for years. So, and now I did see there's a place around me that's selling a lot of retro stuff, but one of the big things they're selling right now are VHS tapes, and they said, yeah, this is one of the few places where you can buy them, so that's why he's always in here. Otherwise, he's just trying to buy them online, and online has a lot of hyperinflated prices. It's great, but I never saw it coming. Can actually remember renting a VCR from 7-Eleven tape as a kid. Now that's one, thankfully, we didn't have to do. But our local video store did offer VCRs for rent. But they also offered DVD players for rent. So they offered some video game consoles for rent. So yeah, that was the only way that we played the Virtual Boy. And I didn't realize that was how, like, most Virtual Boys got out there, was because it was in the rental market. It's telling me now I need to return to the car. I'm burning daylight here, but that's alright. DVD VCR combos are getting hard to find. Yep, I remember those were being thrown away. Our school district threw a bunch away, so I held on to a couple of them. Mainly because there were people who wanted me to convert their VHS to DVDs of either like student speeches or lessons that they had created. I'm just like, by that time, I'm like, why not just recreate it? If it's on VHS, granted there's some curriculum things that never need to change, but if it's on VHS, it's either online or it's not useful anymore. I don't know, that's my opinion. Have I tried hooking up the VCR to the retro tank? Yes, I have, Blue Numbers. Sorry, Damon. And I haven't noticed any like huge benefits to doing that. It's not meant for processing that kind of an image. So you're still going to get VHS quality. It's going to be upscaled, obviously. But, like I said, it's geared more towards the type of systems you would have with video games. Now, I've been told that, or I've read that the people behind this product are starting to, they might come up with a product specifically for like TV shows and videos and things like that that used to be on VHS or DVD and try to upscale them. So that could be something coming in the future from them, but I mean, that'd be kind of sick, wouldn't it? Saw a small CRT VCR combo that you were looking at, just because even if it worked, even without a remote, it would just kill two birds in one stone. Yep. Don't think there were returns though at Salvation Army. Probably not. They're probably an enthusiast and a collector, and that's the thing. The person that I ran into, like I said, this former student who's collecting VHS tapes, he's not just collecting them to put them on a shelf. He's watching these on VHS. Because he was telling me, he's like, there are certain movies that I think look better on VHS, and I'm sitting there going, if they were designed with VHS in mind, yeah, there are some that definitely look good on VHS. And he mentioned a movie specifically to me that I thought, I remember being, and maybe it's because my perspective as a kid, but I remember the VHS of Jurassic Park being terrifying. Like, truly, there's times where you can't even really see what's going on the screen because of the low resolution and the nature of, VHS tapes. But another thing, too, is that the HDR, the dynamic range on a CRT, they get better true blacks and dark images. So that's something else, too. But I'm like, if you don't watch it, now, I'm not going to say it looks better than 4K HDR. But what I'm saying is if you don't have an HDR on, maybe the VHS is going to give you a different experience. I'm not going to say better or not, but that was something that the former student told me. He's probably about 22 now, just graduated out of college with a 4-year degree. So that's just something that I'm like, that's kind of crazy that now that's an experience I had that this kid also has, and we're like 20 years apart in age. It's kind of insane. Now we're not quite that far apart, maybe 15 years apart in age, because I'm 37 now. Gonna be 38 this year. Holy cow. Definitely don't feel that. Okay. Physically, I feel that. Mentally, still in high school. Hence the video game hobby. Let's see here. First VHS tape rental. Oh my gosh. That I remember? It's probably the Jetsons movie. Anyone remember that one? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. That I was in charge of. I remember my parents would rent movies all the time and we'd watch them with them. That's how I saw Terminator 2. Demolition Man. There's a bunch of them. My parents would rent a movie and we'd all watch it. And it didn't matter if it was rated R or not. I mean, my parents would care if they saw it coming ahead of time. Like, if there was nudity, they would care. If it was just ultra violence and cursing, I mean, I think they cared, but not enough to stop me from watching it with them. There was a couple times where I'm like, you guys need to go off to bed. And then they'd watch the movie they want to watch. But yeah, that was something. Man, I'm just trying to think. And that's funny. I don't want to say recently, about a year ago, I picked up the Jetsons movie on DVD because I'm like, man, I haven't seen this in ages. This will be great to watch with my niece and nephew. I watched the movie by myself, and I thought to myself, I can't believe I thought this movie used to be so good. I loved everything about it. I was nostalgic for it, but I'm like, man, this movie's terrible. It's not how adults of the time who loved the Jetsons would have hated the movie, because they went from like the 60s version of the future to like the late 80s. Like, they even tried to put like a pop song in it it didn't age well. Oh my gosh. But I personally love the movie purely for nostalgia reasons. It's one of my guilty pleasures. But I do remember thinking, like, man, I don't know if I can watch this again. The Ernest movies, though, those hold up well. That's another one. Not a rental, but one of the first VHS tapes I remember. My dad got us was, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to keep this from burning into the screen. Was Ernest Goes to Jail. That movie, I think, holds up. Angry Video Game Nerd, if you look at it, or Cinemassacre, look at that channel. They do a thing where they talk about Ernest Goes to Jail, and for some reason, being better than it deserved to be. And it's kind of insane looking back on it. I'm like, I can't believe that movie lived up, but the Jetsons movie didn't. I guess you could say animation or not, but Jim Varney made that one. Anywho, I'm going to take a quick break, use the restroom, stretch my legs again. When we come back, I'm going to switch over from Final Fantasy to a game show that you guys can help me out with. So if you guys are just joining us, stick around. I got more stream coming. If you guys have been here since the beginning, holy cow, some of you have been. Don't worry, we still got more stream coming on this Thursday night stream. Usually I stream on Sundays. I still plan to stream this Sunday, but we'll be right back. Alright, looks like I am back. This is not Final Fantasy 15 though. This is Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And this is an Xbox Series X and Xbox One hybrid disc, meaning the Xbox One edition is on the disc, and then it will download the Series X edition if you put the disc in a Series X. But I wanted to let you know, every game that I'm trying tonight, which is only ended up being these two so far, Final Fantasy 15 and this one, these are both installed completely offline. Since my internet went down and people asked about it, they said, isn't the game not on the disc for Xbox One? So, oh yeah, look at this. One of the things was, like, take frequent breaks and stand up while you're playing games. I don't take as frequent breaks as I should, but I do try to stand every once in a while. So, the point I was going to make was, these are all installed offline. So these games are on disc for the Xbox One. I unplugged the Ethernet cord out the back of the box, and it is not on Wi-Fi. So I installed a bunch of games offline, and Final Fantasy 15 played with no issues being offline the whole time. So unless it's an online-only game or an online-optimized game, I'm going to keep this offline for now. I'll probably plug it back in and let it update. But so far, all the games that I've tried at it with the disc for Xbox One have worked completely offline, which is something a lot of people were concerned about. Now, I don't know how long it'll stay working without it checking into a server, so we'll have to see about that, but these have so far have been all offline. Beaster says, you did burn through 2 VCRs by the time you were 20. Yeah, I went through a few as well. So I had a Symphonic. I don't know why I remember that one. There was one before that I had that one was, I think, my parents' old VCR. They got a new one when they got a new TV. So that all got changed. So I got their old one, which was, I don't remember what brand that was. I do remember it had a wired remote control, and it couldn't access all channels. You had to program channels in. So we can only program in the ones that we could watch. It only had like 10 slots. So if you had like 30 channels through cable, you had to pick which ones you wanted to record off of. So of course I have Nickelodeon as one of my channels. I think TNT was another. TBS for sure. I mean, my gosh, I should see if I can find... I mean, I can't probably show you the show, but I can probably show you the commercials that went through there. I should see if I can get my VCR hooked up to this and record some of the commercials that aired during the commercial block of... I found it on a tape that used to have... I'm sorry, it didn't used to have... It used to have cartoons on it that I would watch. But that is the tape that we dubbed over something that I did, where there was video footage of me in 3rd grade doing something, so that got on there for the first hour, and then the last 5 hours of the tape are still the old cartoons I would watch with all the commercials in it. I should see if I can bring that up sometime. That'd be really cool. Around 1997, yep, okay, Beasters have kind of mentioned that one. That, I was going to say, the VHS bins, and that's the retailer I was thinking of, so, yep. And remember the VHS bins? That's how I got, like, the Indiana Jones trilogy, all the Star Trek tape VHSs. I got Halloween through there. My friend owned all the Halloweens, though, so I ended up getting the first one. And then, instead of collecting the rest of them, because he already had them, I ended up buying the Nightmare on Elm Street, like, VHS box set from Suncoast Video. Man, that's a throwback, too. And it was kind of funny. 2 years later, I got a DVD player, and the DVD box set came out of the same thing. So I'm like, oh, I'm never going to watch this VHS tape again. So I traded in. I sold off the VHS box set of tapes to get the DVD versions. So that was interesting. What's just kind of funny, one of my friends lost one of my DVDs out of that set. And then, like, I can't remember how long. It was a long time. It was more than a week, I think. But we found it later, walking from my house to his house. We found it laying in the ditch. So somewhere, he thought he had it and it fell out. And it was just sitting in the ditch for like 2 weeks. So the cardboard box was all, like, crumpled up from all the moisture. I think it had rained, but it was probably the dew point that did that. But the disc still worked. So I still had the third one all crumpled up and half degrading with the box, but I still have that until I sold that off and got them on Blu-ray. So, anyway. You have like 2,000 vinyl records. Really? That's crazy. I have maybe 20. I'm looking at them right now. They're over on the other side of me, actually sitting on top of my surround sound for the home movie theater, because that's where the record player's plugged into. And yeah, I'm maybe 20, and it's only the ones that I wanted to keep from like the ones that my parents got rid of, because my dad got rid of that stuff a long time ago because he had a family and kids, and so almost none of my childhood records have survived that my dad had. A lot of classic rock, a lot of some country. Audio-based questions? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to listen to that then. US-based questions? Yes. That look good to you guys? Color-based questions? Turn on or off all flash. Okay, there's going to be some flashing effects. Everybody okay with that? That is good to hear. Heard games are not even on the discs. Yes, about the offline stuff. So yeah, so far today, none of these have been updated. Like, I tried Forza Horizon 3 first, but it kept locking up. I found out it was the disc. The disc is the problem. That's why I took it offline initially. So I took it offline, put the disc in, because I thought it was my network that was dropping connection, but it wasn't. It was the disc has a scratch on it, so unfortunately my Forza Horizon 3 disc is just junk. So I couldn't play Forza, which is what I was going to play, Forza Horizon 3. So I ended up going to Final Fantasy 15 instead, because that's the next disc I put in, and it installed. And here are the other ones I installed today but didn't play. Do you guys want to go with that first? Let me switch to here. You'll still hear the music in the background. I also installed Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age. That installed no problem, offline. Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is rated M, but I think I could probably risk that on stream. This one I can't risk on stream, but I didn't know that beforehand. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. I played that on PS4. That one I know I can't stream. There's some nudity in that one that would get me flagged. Devil May Cry 5, installed offline. That's probably just got some gore and imagery. Burnout Paradise Remastered for the Xbox One, installed no problem. And again, these are on the Xbox One. If I put these on a Series X, I would have to download something. Monster Hunter World, this is one I do want to stream sometime. That'll take some time to play through. And Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which we still could play before the end of the stream tonight. And, oh yeah, let you know, this one is an Xbox One and Xbox Series X disc, but the Xbox One version is completely on the disc. If I wanted to play it on my Series X, then I'll need to be online. So those are all the ones I've installed so far offline that just worked. So that's nice, because that was a concern somebody brought up last time, and I kept thinking, I was pretty sure that was just for the Series X. The Series X needs to be online for most of their games to install, especially the ones that say Smart Delivery. Or they'll only install so much, and then you'll have to download the rest of it. A lot of them say Internet Required, so should not be a thing. I didn't see anything about the accessibility, so I'm going to go ahead and finish those.
No homework needed here. Welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Sounds like I got a new host. There's no Jeff Foxworthy on here. Beaster says VCR tapes aren't usually worth much, though, unless they're rare. And yeah, there's some that he was talking about that are up there in price. But I think what an innocent hobby to have. If you're going to go with VHS collecting, I'm going to say more power to you. It's definitely cheap, and if it's worth it to you, go ahead and do it. I think the same thing about Pops, but Pops, I think, will only hold their value as long as other people are interested in them. So if you're collecting for value, I don't know if Pops may be an unstable market, but they've been going on longer than I expected them to. Finished off the soda, now I'm back on water. Hey, you heard games were not even on the discs? Yep. So for Xbox One versions, I mean, I'm just telling you my results. I can't speak for everything. All of them that I installed are working. I'm just going to play.
So, how many are we today?
Just one of us.
Now, just pick yourself a nice avatar.
Standard gamer. Best friend, nice mom, free-range dad, oldest sibling, fussy baby, academic figure, class clown, or stand. So I am a gamer, but I am an academic figure. But I'm going to say gamer because it's nighttime.
Great.
I always say.
I hope you're ready for a pop quiz. It's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Educational technology professional by day, gamer by night. Yeah, no, sorry, I wasn't able to do Forza.
We're going to ask you 11 questions in increasing difficulty, but you'll get to pick the subject every time. You'll have a classmate to help you out, and 3 cheats you can use during the game. You can either copy your classmate's answer.
It is much more affordable than collecting video games, yes.
Discard this question and get a new question entirely.
In regards to open mat, if you watch Ghost Story or Freddy vs. Jason, oh yeah, they did some cuts for some horror movies between those two, yep.
6th grade question, you'll be on your own.
I mean, obviously, my favorite VHS that I still have are my Star Wars tapes.
You really are smarter than a 5th grader. Let's go. It's time for first.
Speaking of edits between that and DVD.
Today. Every question here is worth 100 points.
Yay!
And giving you a hand now will be
Random classmate?
Ava!
Okay.
Yay! Guten Tag, ich heiße Ava. I love to practice my foreign language.
Foreign language and social studies, okay. That'll be important later.
Gamer. Here are the choices for this question. You have math, vocabulary, reading, social studies.
Let's go with social studies. That's my strength as well. Gotta hold down the button to select.
The White House with this government question. U.S. presidential elections always occur on what day of the week? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Standard Gamer, do you have the answer?
Standard Gamer, do I have the answer? Alright, what do you guys think? Well, I can cheat as B, okay. Has she locked in her answer yet? I remember on the old games you had to wait till I locked in the answer to select. Oh, it doesn't.
It is locked in.
I don't like how it didn't tell me
And the answer is
which one I was holding down.
Tuesday. Got
Tuesday is correct. Thanks, Damon.
100 points.
Interesting that we were talking about debates earlier, and now we have another politics question.
So, Ava, thanks for being here today. Why don't you give us a fact about yourself?
I do a lot of fundraising for different charities.
Good fact.
Are these real charities? Am I going to be quizzed on this later?
Standard Gamer, pick yourself a good subject. You've got spelling, measurements, life science, math.
Alright, none of these she's an expert in. I'm going to go ahead and go with measurements. Why not?
It's a date with destiny with this calendar question.
Oh, great. How many days are in February?
Last month of the U.S. calendar year to contain only 30 days.
Oh.
December, November, September.
Alright, so December has 31 days for sure.
Standard Gamer, which is the right
I think November has 30. September has 31, doesn't it? September 31st, isn't that a day? I mean, I could look at a calendar, but I think it's November. Talking about elections again. I don't think there's November 31st. I feel like I'm actually on the show.
Locked. And that makes the answer November.
I don't know why I was even nervous about that answer.
You get 100 points.
Never heard of a wired VCR controller? Oh yeah, that was... It was old. That thing was like...
It's yours now.
It wasn't a top-loading VCR. It's probably one of the first front-loading VCRs that were made where they had the wired control. And it had a tuner that can only get 10 channels, and you had to program them in.
Each question is worth 150 points. Let's greet our new classmate and say bye to the old one.
New classmates. Let's pay attention to which ones they're good at.
Your classmate for this grade will be Haley.
Good old Haley. What is she good at?
Yay! Yes! Hey, my name's Haley.
Spelling and reading. Good. I need some help on spelling. Autocorrect has ruined me for
Standard
spelling.
Gamer. Here is your choice of subjects. We've got
She said reading too, right?
spelling, vocabulary, reading, life science. Let me spell it out for you.
Okay, a new host as well. It's interesting.
True or false? The letter E appears in the following word, which is the name of a musical instrument. Accordion. Accordion.
I don't think there's a single E in accordion. Where's Weird Al where I need him? Okay, Damon's going with false, so I'm gonna. I think that's, yeah. I don't think there's a single E in accordion.
Here's the answer.
We played enough Wheel of Fortune to get this.
The real answer is actually false. You're right.
Thank you, Damon.
You get 150 points. So, Haley, thank you for being here with us. Why don't you tell us a fact about yourself?
Well, I like to write poetry in my free time.
A very cool fact. Let's all go to the next question.
It's only a cool fact if you say so.
Standard Gamer. Choose one of these subjects.
Oh, social studies, of course.
Math, social studies. It's Christmas in July for this holidays question.
Okay.
Which month is Pride Month?
Well, that's timely, isn't it?
Standard Gamer. What's the real answer?
Every standard gamer should know this, right? Oh my gosh, they don't give you a slight hint. You gotta pick from all 12 months. The DVD box set of Nightmare on Elm Street was your favorite thing you picked up as superior video? Nice. Yeah, Freddy's Dead 3D with the 3D glasses.
June.
Still have yours with the Easter eggs printed. Nice.
You get 150 points.
So I'll say it. Happy Pride Month. Since it got brought up in the game.
Let's take a look at the points. Good job. You've got them all right.
Heck yeah.
But it's time we swap.
Yeah, the Nightmare on Elm Street for the first one is still genuinely scary. The second one is not my favorite, but one of my friends likes it. And the third one is when it turns into more comedy, like horror comedy,
Every
I
question
think.
is now worth 200 points. It's time to meet a new classmate and say bye to your old one.
Goodbye.
Is that the one where he throws, that's the one where he
And you'll get a helping
grabs the lady
hand
and throws her head into the TV and says, "Welcome to prime time." And then another word.
Oh. Wow. Yes.
Alright, we're in third grade now.
It's Isa. I'm very good at vocabulary and grammar questions.
Standard Gamer. Let's see what subjects we have.
I did not. What were his?
Vocabulary.
I don't remember what his things were.
Life science. Math.
Let's go with vocabulary.
Yeah.
I didn't see what his strengths are.
Revisit your lexicon for this vocabulary question. Which of the following is an anagram of the word add?
Dad.
Adding. Dad.
Yeah, anagram means you can just. Yeah.
Standard Gamer. Which is the answer? You've got it.
Oh, that's alright. Thanks, Damon.
Yay!
How old was I when I got the Nightmare on Elm Street DVD sets? You were 17. So that's the thing. I don't remember having to have my parents with me when I bought it. But maybe I did. Maybe I had to have my brother. But it was like 2002, I want to say. It was whenever it came out. So, because I had the VHS tape set before I was 16.
Slam Poetry Club.
An important fact. We gotta check the next question.
I don't have either one, though, now that I have them on Blu-ray, though.
Good subject. And it's life science, reading, math, measurements.
Anything reading?
We have an epic tale in this literature question. Which of these is a prince in the title of one of the Chronicles of Narnia books?
I hope it's the obvious one. I really hope it's the obvious one.
Peter. Caspian.
Thank you. It's the obvious one. I am Prince Caspian. You guys remember those trailers?
Gamer. Pick the right answer.
I was very sad that after the first one they kind of trailed off. I didn't really get all of them. Damon got this one. Also a fan of the Chronicles of Narnia. I love The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe growing up. I don't know if I read any of the other ones. I don't even think I've seen Voyage of the Dawn Treader that came out as well.
But this is a two-host show. Take it away, Teddy.
Read the series again this year.
Very exciting. Let's
Nice.
challenge your brain in 4th grade. Every question here is
Ooh, it is getting harder.
250 points. We'll say hi to our new classmate and goodbye to the old one.
Take it easy.
Goodbye, farewell, Avita, say so long.
Yes.
And you'll be getting help from Eli.
Huh?
Alright, Eli. You're the man, Eli. Let's do this.
I'm Eli, and my favorite subjects are chemistry and measurements.
Two subjects I need a lot of help with.
Standard Gamer. Choose the right subject for you. It is life science. Let's check what day it is with this calendar question.
All of them have been calendar questions.
2 fortnights is equivalent to how many weeks? 4. 8.
If it's anything...
16.
I was not expecting that. If it's anything like the game, it takes all of your life away. How many kids out there are just now learning that Fortnite means something other than video game? I'm pretty sure a fortnight is 2 weeks. So 2 of them would be 4, right? I feel like that's an obvious one. That comes from my Civil War background. 'Twas but a fortnight since my last letter to you, honored sir.
4. Nice work.
There we go.
250 points.
Thank you, Chris, for verifying that for me. I always say things with authority, but that doesn't mean I know it.
Thank you for being here. Can you tell us a fun fact you learned recently?
You can make a kind of plastic called casein from milk and vinegar.
Excellent fact. We gotta go to the
Okay,
next question.
that is an excellent fact. I still don't know it because I didn't listen to him.
Standard Gamer. Pick yourself a nice subject.
Well, it's always going to be social studies. That's always one of my... That's one of my strengths. There's only so many calendar questions I'll get right there.
Which country has the oldest surviving parliament in the world?
Oh, I feel like that's a trick question.
Standard Gamer. What's your answer?
Oh my gosh, I have to actually pick the country. There's no multiple choice. I mean... I want to say it's UK.
I'll say the question once more. Which country has the oldest surviving parliament in the world?
You know what, though? For some reason, I'm thinking it's not the UK. I mean, do I have to use his answer if it's not? I mean, this isn't his subject. It's somewhere on that side.
Don't worry. Take as long as you need.
Oh, I will. Alright, I know it's none of these countries. I know it's nowhere in Africa. Nowhere here. Nowhere there. It's got to be Europe or... There's Greenland, Iceland. Yeah. The problem is it could be like one of these smaller countries. Anybody Google it yet?
I'll repeat the question.
He only said he'd repeat it
Which
once
country
more.
has the oldest surviving parliament in the world?
It would be great to have options. The open map shows more up and down to fill a CRT. Oh, that could be too. You gotta love old stuff. You know, I keep saying UK, but you know what also keeps going through my mind? I mean, like, Germany has a parliament, but Germany's not that old of a country. Germany doesn't have that old of a, like, they've only been together for a little while. I mean, post-World War II. France is older. But a lot of these countries have, like, their borders have changed shape and all that stuff over the years. Blue number says Iceland. Damon, you haven't.
There's no real timer, so take your time.
You haven't really steered me wrong once. I do have a save left. I'm willing to say Iceland only because that could be one. Why would that be the oldest? It got Britain's parliament was founded what in the 1000s. So you're saying it's older than 1000s? Actually cheating? Oh, okay, I'll believe you then. I'm like trying to come up with a way. It's like, what do I know about Icelandic history?
I'll read the question again.
You don't need to.
Which country has the oldest survived?
I'm gonna believe you on that one, Damon.
The answer.
Yeah.
And the right answer.
Why would it be older than Britain's
Iceland.
parliament? It is. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to Google that and brush up on my Iceland history.
That means you get
Surviving parliament. So it's like it's been since before the British did theirs. That's interesting.
Time to check out the points again. You're
Okay.
doing incredible. Nice work. But you've had enough of me. Go for it, Claudia.
We're all in this together.
It's so exciting! You're already here. Welcome to
Fifth grade. All right.
Every question
This is the final round,
now
isn't it?
worth 300 points.
That's another one too. Iceland would be on my bucket list to visit as well. I've heard it's a very beautiful country.
Good luck.
A lot of volcanic activity.
You'll get help from your classmate, Halima.
Oh. Woo! Woo! I'm Halima, and my best subjects are health and life science.
Health and life sciences. Okay, those are two subjects I actually could use some help
Please
with.
pick yourself a good subject. Is it life science? Math?
Let's do it.
Rub shoulders with this important people question. Who published the 1859 book about evolution called On the Origin of Species?
That's got to be.
Ernest Rutherford.
No.
Ada Lovelace.
No.
Charles Darwin.
Thank you. Wow, his name was actually escaping me. If I didn't have choices, I'd be done.
Pick an answer for us.
Ada Lovelace is a good answer to have on there. She's important for technology. I don't remember Ernest Rutherford for anything. But just to make sure, Darwin, right?
And the answer is in.
Yay!
And the real answer is Charles Darwin. Good job. You get 300 points.
And classroom still haven't gotten over it to this day.
So, Halima, thanks for being here. Can you tell us a fun fact about your favorite subject?
Didn't have much ice despite it being called Iceland. Yeah, wasn't that like a misdirect? I remember hearing that story a long time ago. That
Standard Gamer. Go ahead and pick a nice subject. We have
I don't think I have any of her favorite ones on here.
vocabulary.
Reading really threw me for a loop. I'm gonna go with vocabulary again. I feel like I'm okay on vocabulary.
Do your English teacher proud in this next question. What part of a cat is its pelage? Its eyes. Its fur. Its tongue.
Well, I thought tail, so that's not it. What do you guys think?
Standard Gamer. Please, pick an answer.
What do I know? What do I know? Didn't we just have something about a cat in the other game? What part of a cat is its pelage? So you just realized that you were 5 minutes behind the stream because it was paused? Yep.
Take as long as you need. It's just you and us.
I mean, nothing's really sticking out to me, and this is not its thing. I don't think it's its eyes. I don't know what... I mean, I thought eyes were just called eyes. I really feel like its tongue would be also called that. Is it like epidermis, like for fur? If I had a flat out guess, it's gonna be it's fur.
Take as long as you need. You got this.
Ask classmate or repeat question. I mean, isn't asking classmate cheating? You've been behind 5 minutes for a while now. Yeah, it's because I've been answering your questions 5 minutes later. Like, man, he's really taking a long time to get to my questions today, isn't he? I mean, I'm not seeing anything in the chat, but I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess fur. I think it's fur, just because I don't think it's this eye or cat's. Like pelt. Oh, there you go. An animal pelt is its skin, isn't it? And I like pelage. Well, that just convinced me.
Your answer is.
Come on, pelage. Come on, pelage.
The actual answer is.
Come on.
It's fur.
Yes.
You are correct. You get 300.
I don't know if my logic was right, but that just saved me.
But that's enough from me. It's your turn, Teddy.
Oh, that was crazy.
That's it. And it's 6th grade. I hope you get this one right.
What?
There's only one question, but it's worth.
I guess that would make you smarter than a 5th grader, but I remember the show not being this far advanced. 6th grade, I don't remember anything from 6th grade.
Bye for now.
And I don't get any help.
Standard gamer. Choose a good subject for you.
Oh, nothing that's my expertise.
Math, spelling, reading, life science.
Look forward to seeing my thoughts on Elm Street when I rewind in 5 minutes. I mean, I like the series. I don't know. I don't remember what we asked 5 minutes ago, to be honest. Let's go with... I'm ruined for spelling. You know what? We haven't tried a single math question. Let's try math.
Nothing irrational here.
Of course.
Math question. It's the final question. You're ready. Let's see if
we got
you're
this.
Really smarter than a 5th grader.
We got this.
The property of multiplication states that you can multiply numbers in any order and get the same answer.
Do I get choices?
Associative, commutative, distributive.
Okay, I think commutative.
Standard gamer, it's your turn to answer.
I think it's commutative. I mean, that's just my first guess. You said the exponents? Oh yeah, Nightmare 1 is the most scary. I said number 3 was where it turned into like comedy horror. But yes, the first one is still genuinely scary to me right now. I'm really thinking about this one. I think it's commutative. Associative, I don't remember what that one is. Distributive does matter with the order that you get it in, I think. So like commutative is like, if I'm right, that's A plus B equals B plus A. That's commutative property, right? Or is that associative? This feels like algebra. Are they doing algebra in 6th grade now? I didn't get to algebra until I was in 8th grade, and I was considered advanced back then. Which property of multiplication states that you can multiply numbers in any order and get the same answer? Nightmare 3 did it well. I do like 3, I would probably say is my favorite overall, actually. The first one is hard to top because that introduced the concept, but 3, they just took it off the rails, and 4 is a continuation of 3. 5 is not Freddy's Dead. That's the one. That's the Dream Child. That one's kind of crazy. I didn't like 2 as much at all. I always skip 2 when I watch them on repeat. Freddy's Dead, of course, wasn't the end, but New Nightmare is also very interesting because of what they did with it. Chris says it's commutative. I mean, I'm just going to guess that it's commutative. I think that's what commutative property means.
we got your answer.
I hope that's right. I just did it.
The actual answer is
Come on, Chris.
commuted.
We got it. Thanks,
That
Chris.
means you
Oh.
got 500 points.
Points. I want cash. This has been points the whole time?
Let's take a look at the final scores.
Where's my achievement?
Congratulations! You've done so well. We'll
I
put
just see
those
a...
points into your progression.
Or is it because I'm not online, I'm not getting achievements? Smarter than a 5th grader on our first time out.
Let's take a look at what you've just got. It's a new classmate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some new customization items.
I could have done it without you. There's one that I genuinely didn't know, and that was the Iceland question. I would have went with Britain, and I would have had to have been saved. I didn't know that Iceland's parliament was older. I mean, I probably knew that at one point, I just forgot.
Just unlocked something new.
Okay. Oh, I will have to put this back online so I can sync this when I want to play it on my Xbox Series X. Man, we unlocked a lot of stuff for beating the game our first time out. There we go.
And that means the end of the show. That's all for now.
Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th was another series. I started getting those on DVD back in the day. So yeah, that was me. Yeah, all of Europe went through some kind of revolution, so I get it. I just didn't know that Iceland was that big of a thing before 1000. Before the year 1000. Because, was it 1031, 1028, somewhere in there? When was the creation of Parliament in Britain? Oh, officially established in 1215, so it doesn't even have to be that old. Let's look at creation of Parliament in Iceland. I always like learning about history. Established in 930. So yeah, that makes sense because that's what I said. A lot of borders changed in Europe. Britain's been about the same because of the islands. I mean, it's been there for a while, but I guess they did have some revolutions with Scotland and Ireland and all that stuff too. So yeah, it makes sense now that I hear it, but huh. Well, folks, what do you think? I think this has been a successful stream tonight for unscheduled midweek stream when I don't usually. That's twice this week I streamed when I don't usually. I streamed on Monday, which is the day I don't usually stream on, and Thursday, which is the day I usually post videos when I have videos to post. But then today we just end up posting it now. I'm going to go ahead and round out the poll and show the results. The results are you going to fork over $60 for DKC returns on the Switch? We had 17 votes, 88% said no, 11% said yes. So, and there could be varying reasons for that one. But yeah, that's interesting results in the poll. Because yeah, there's been a lot of backlash already online. Of course, when isn't there? But I mean, an absorbent amount about people like, we don't want to pay $60 for DKC returns, and I've been calling it DKC returns again. So I don't want to put out any more than I have to. Although I probably paid $10 or $15 for it on the 3DS. I know I paid full price for it on the Wii, or at least I'm sorry, I got it for Christmas one year. So, gosh, I was really excited for it. I remember when DKC Returns first came out, and I was really excited for it. They did the same thing with... I just thought of that. They just did the same thing with Tropical Freeze, but a lot of people didn't play Tropical Freeze. A lot more people played... Returns. Wow, that took forever. Yes, Damon, I agree. Perfect Dark does look good. I gotta go now too, guys. I mean, I'm not saying it's time for bed for me, but I think it's time for bed. I'm starting to get tired and ramble on about nothing, so... I appreciate everyone that came in. Thanks, Chris, for coming in. Thanks, Beasters, Damon, But those are just Jerome, you've been here for a while. So, have a good night, everybody. An even better week. Hope to see you here on Sunday, because I do plan to stream again. I doubt I'll have time for a stream in the meantime. The weekend's always busier, so... Have fun, everyone, and I will see you all next time.